Hey, what's up, everybody? Rajay back again tonight to do a little bit of a live stream here on 420. And right now, it's just me by myself. Supposed to be some other people popping by, so we'll see what happens. Trying to pull up the stream information here. Hopefully, you guys are having a good Easter weekend and pre Easter day, 420 day. Where's my thing here? And then we'll see who all shows up. I know that Todd can't make it, and I think Joe was going to try to get on, and then possibly Eric. So give me 1 second here. Trying to see why my stream chat isn't pulling up on my OBS. I'm going to go old school with it. Channel. Hang in there. Pull up the live stream. Oh, I think OBS or Google just takes up the memory when I'm sitting here trying to get stuff done. All right, let's see here. And now I got the chat up here. Cool. So welcome back with Billy. Happy 420 day to you as well. Have a happy Easter. Could not resist the pun intended. Cheers, everyone. Right. And then Cody Stark is here. Welcome, Cody. Drinking the Midland Brewing Company Brute IPA. Very nice. Passion for hunting and fishing. Welcome. Hello, my friend. Happy Easter. Happy Easter to you as well. Kyle, what's going on, Rob? What's happening? No Hype Beer Reviews. Hey, Kyle, if you want to get on, let me know, and I'll shoot you a link as well so you can join the chat here. Same thing, Billy, if you want to join, or Cody, Passion for Hunting. Going to kind of just drink some beer and kind of kick it. So if you guys want to get on, just let me know. I'll send you the link. And I ended up picking up earlier the Sweetwater 420 strain, the Mango Kush Wheat Ale. So definitely want to see how this tastes. Had the base version and did like that one. Says on here a second sticky hit from 420 strain, an American wheat packed with herbal, juicy mango notes and a distinctive dank nose. Strain specific, strain specific terpenes and natural hemp type flavors complement the hop and malt bill, delivered in euphoric ale with that fresh olfactory bonus rip. So a strange new strain indeed. This one was actually dated out to June 27th of this year. All right. And then Kyle says, if my wife finishes binging Shameless and there's Wi-Fi, I will. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just let me know. I know that Wi-Fi gets eaten up for sure. Um, and I was actually finishing off another beer over here that had been sent to me from Eclipse Brewing, which was one as well. So can't really talk about it too much, but it's a pretty tasty beer. I'll have to send them an email on it. As far as that, let's see. Seems these other guys are going to jump in. Let me check over here. See anything as of yet. As far as anything that you guys want to discuss, feel free to bring up anything that you're thinking out there. I just saw the results of the guy that was drinking only beer during Lent had lost 43 pounds. Story or not, but it was actually a guy here in Cincinnati, one of our brewery managers. All he drank during Lent was 2 to 5 beers a day, and he lost 43 pounds over the 6 week period, which was pretty freaking phenomenal. Cody says he has a cream ale fermented now. Never had a cream ale before though. LOL. I like some of the cream ales. In fact, I had an imperial cream ale last night that I'll have an upload on at some point from Brewery Tarot, which was actually pretty decent. 7.5% ABV. So wasn't a imperial like we think of some of the other beers, but for a cream ale, that's a lot of ABV for sure. Can't find my bottle opener. Let's go ahead and crack this baby open. A lot of smoke. A lot of smoke. And usually I don't use my brewery glasses, but being for the occasion, decided to go ahead and use the one I got earlier today, which is the G13 IPA glass there. So I'm going to use that proper glassware, hashtag proper glassware. Cody, I have a couple videos uploaded. The airlock blew off, so I had to make a giant airlock for it. Hey, Cody, if you want to jump on, let me know and I'll shoot you the link as well. Oh, it's got a nice orange aroma to it, or mango aroma to it. Nice feel of the fruit. Nice little feel to have. It's got that carbonation, if you can see it there. The bubble action is pretty nice on it. It's almost got like a tornado in the middle. Yeah, it can work on an iPhone, Cody. I can just shoot you the link and then you can just pull it up through there. I don't know if you got to pull it through Google Hangouts. It'll be a link. I think you just follow the link and it'll come through your video. What's happening, Foamy Head? Foamy's drinking Stone and Joy by 420 DIPA. Cheers. Cheers to you, Foamy, as well. I don't know if anybody knows the significance. I've never looked it up why 420 day, how it got tied into everything. That'd be something interesting to take a look at. Let me see here. What is 420? The holiday explained. So I'm looking at a piece here on Vox and it says, why April 20th? They said a few possible explanations, but the real origin do remain to be a mystery still. It says holiday may have came out of a ritual of high school students in the 70s. Group of California teenagers ritualistically smoked marijuana every day at 420. The ritual spread and soon 420 became a code. Eventually, it was converted into 4-20 or 4/20 for calendar purposes, and a day of celebration was born. And a group of Californians have published documents giving that theory legitimacy, but it's unclear if all the claims are valid. Another common belief is that 420 was the California police or penal code for marijuana, but there's no evidence to support those claims. Another theory is there are 420 active chemicals in marijuana, hence an obvious connection between the drug and the number. But there are more than 500 active ingredients in marijuana, and only about 70% are cannabinoids unique to the plant. So really, no one's ever really pinned down why it's 420, but the one with the most evidence seems to be the high school kids in California. Go figure. But obviously, everybody can't do that. So you get a substitute like beer, where they're making these strains like 420, and in spirit, you're celebrating still. Cody said his computer is slow as fuck. LOL. No hype. California teens meeting at 420 smoke weed is what Kyle says. And he said that's what his Lagunitas tour guide told him anyway. So that's the one that has the most research behind it. Cody says he's downloading Hangouts now, so we're gonna have Cody actually join on here. Um, yeah, Lagunitas has a history of knowing a pretty good amount of detail about marijuana, so that could be the story. Um, that is actually the true one out of them all. So it's just kind of funny, like no one has it for surely noted. Regardless, nice bitter bite on this beer, nice amount of flavor, semi dryness with it. I just really get blown away by some of the bubble action. I don't know that is still like just carbonating, like right in the center, like for the most part. I mean, it's kind of just like I said, like a tornado type cloud in there. Oh, you know what it is? Duh. I forgot this glass has the etching in it. So on the bottom of this glass, they have a marijuana leaf design. And that is what actually causes the etching of the bubbles right there. Man, 420 stuff must be working. I didn't think of that. But you do get a nice faint taste of the mango in there too, and the flavor as well. So nice job by Sweetwater. Anybody got any big plans for Easter tomorrow? Family meals, family things you guys are doing out there? Gonna just lay low, gonna go to church, gonna Easter egg hunt with the kids. What you guys got going on for Easter? And then trying to flip through all these screens here. One man show. Okay, Cody, you downloaded it, ready to go. Okay, I'll shoot you that. Beer Man, happy Easter. Just about to open my go-to Joe IPA by Timber. Hell yeah. Man, I love cannabis. Cheers. Need to try that beer you got, man. Hey, Beer Man, if you're done working, if you're at home and you want to jump on the stream, let me know and I can shoot you an email with the link and everything. You want to come on. And Cody, let me take a look here. Ah, you and the girls are going to the moms for lunch. Nothing wrong with that. That's some good food. In 1 second here, I'm trying to get it to my boy Cody here on the link. All right. Gonna pull this up here. Let me see, Cody. I was gonna see if you have your email on here. I don't see your email on there, Cody, so I'll put my email here in the chat. Hey, welcome, Steven. Cheers, brother. And then Cody, if you want to shoot me an email to that, then I'll send you the link. And Steven, welcome. I know you're out there Washington, but if you want to join the chat, you can shoot me your email to my email, and I'll shoot you the link as well. Guys, you got two different beers going. The other beer I'm actually drinking, Steven, it's actually yours, by the way, too. It's very tasty. Oh, grilling for the family. You're grilling for the family tonight, or you're grilling on tomorrow? Probably tonight, I would think. Let me see here. Open up my email. Come on, computer. And by the way, Cody's actually just started his channel. So if you want to check him out, he's put a couple of videos up there, but show him some love because he is new with the channel and he's going to be brewing beer and stuff. So if you hit the three dots next to his name, you can check out his channel and then throw him a sub as well. As he's mentioned, he's making a cream ale right now. Come on, computer. All right. Bear with me, everybody. Trying to pull up an email here. Hey, Eric. Cheers. Nice. Kyle threw a sub out to Cody. Appreciate it. Steven said, okay, Rod, very dank tonight. It's 6ish there. Yeah, you're 3 hours behind me. So I guess for you right now, it's kind of right there in that dinner time hour that you're grilling for the fam. All right, Cody. So I'll email it to you, Cody, for the invite because I can't join the conversation because I'm in this one here. Why is this computer going so freaking? All right, Cody, I'm sending you the link now, so see if it pulls up on your end. Redbeard, happy 420. What's happening, brother? Hey, if you're home, you want to join, let me know. I'll send you the link, Red. Kyle, let me know. All right, Red. I'll send it to your Facebook. Oh man. This computer's like 6 months old. It's really pissing me off how slow it's going. Although it might be our Spectrum service. Although we get 200 megs, it should be good to go. Freaking cable's such a rip off sometimes. God. Oh my God. All right, Red, I sent it to your Facebook one here. So you'll have it there. I feel like OBS takes up a lot of memory or something, or Google's taking up memory, whatever it is. Chrome. I'm not even using Chrome. I'm actually using Opera instead. Cheers, Farmall. Welcome, brother. Farmall's got a great channel. Hey, if you're a YouTuber and you're looking to grow your channel, then you do need to check out Farmall Fanatic. He gives some great shout outs to people, drives some really good traffic, does a big thing on Friday nights, and a great guy to do the stuff that he does. So check out his channel by hitting the 3 buttons to his name as well. And then Eric Gilbert smoking a cigar right now. Nice. I actually picked up a couple for tomorrow. So Cody's still trying to figure it out. LOL as well, he said. Hey, Red, what's going on, man? What was that? Oh, you were sucking from a straw. You were not a straw, but something else.
Cheers, everybody! Cheers.
So Red is doing 420 the old-fashioned way. The true.
You know, baby.
Got a smile on his face. So what's happening?
Not much, man. Having a couple beers. I was just chilling out. I'm getting all caught up on the Marvel movies, so I'm halfway through Thor Ragnarok. Was taking a little break and saw you, checked you out. You invited me on. Cheers, man. Thanks for the invite.
Cheers. What do you drink? What are you drinking there?
I am drinking a mix of New Ontario's red ale and their English pale ale.
Nice. Little cuvee. You put them together yourself?
Yeah, man. It's great stuff.
Nice.
So it's
Bare
it's it,
minimum.
it, it's actually it's randomly my favorite beer by them. If you take those two beers and mix them
Yeah,
together, they've actually brewed a couple batches of it because of my love for it. It's pretty funny.
yeah. Yeah, I actually have fun when I'm doing some of the beer fest. Start mixing up beers one after a bit, seeing what you come up with sometimes. And some people do like the cuvee action when it happens.
You can some things just come together really really well. It can really surprise you, man. It's cool. What do you got there?
Well, this is the Mango Kush from
Oh,
Sweetwater Brewing, 420.
wow. That
And
sounds that sounds like mango is one of my favorite adjuncts when it's done right. If you get
yeah,
that mango flavor in there and it's well done, it can be so good.
yeah, it could be right on point.
How is that one's good?
Yeah, it's pretty decent. They got the base one they did before that. Actually, probably like the base one a little bit more, but you do get a nice feel of the mango in this one.
Is that like is it weed infused or anything like that?
No, they made a
Okay.
basically they hopped it up to make a pretty good copy of what the wheat strain would actually be for the
Okay.
G13 strain. So yeah,
Cool, man.
not all the states you can get the wheat stuff now. So companies like this will make like a synthetic type version or whatever.
Yeah, I'm
But
surprised. There's the two breweries here. I don't know. I haven't actually asked them about that if they have any plans to make any kind of weed infused beers.
well, you even got like major people up there like Miller or one of the other companies as well that are looking at doing like the weed beers
I
or
heard about that.
or the weed water or something they're trying to do. So, which I guess if it's Miller or weed beer, it would still be weed water.
Ha ha
So,
ha ha. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
so Nick from Maxwell Star said he may pop one here in a bit as well.
Oh, for sure. Cool.
Yeah. So it was like a random thing. Joe was going to supposed to try to pop one. Eric was going to try to pop one. Todd's visiting family. He was going to try to, but he just said he couldn't make it. But I don't know if Eric will get back in time to pop one or
Come on, let's get a fucking party going.
let me see. Cody, I sent the invite back to where it came from me from the Hangout. But if you want to email me just from your email address, then I'll just send a link to you. You tried to send me an invite for the Hangout at first, which I couldn't do because it would have ended this Hangout.
Do you know about the YouTube messaging stuff, right, Rod?
What about it? I thought it went away or something. It would be over 1,000 people now or
No,
something.
the messaging feature is still there. It's like you can actually like what I've been doing. It's you can if
Yeah.
you click on the messages thing and then go to friends. There's a link when you go to add more contacts. If you put that link into the chat, if somebody clicks on it, they can like become your YouTube friend, and then you can message them through there. It doesn't put like the actual Hangout link into the chat or anything. It just puts your YouTube
Hmm.
friend link into the chat. I've used
So
it a
where's
couple
the
times. It
YouTube
works well.
messaging under community?
No, it's like just on the on the top of your page. There should be like your
Let me
channel
see.
thing, the notifications, and then right next to that is messages.
Home, my channel, trending subscriptions. You're saying on my page?
No, just on any YouTube page. You know, here let me go like this. Actually, watch this. Watch my fancy transition that I have now. Watch this fancy shit. Woo.
Oh, you went and did
Yeah.
that, did you now? I've been
Yeah.
messing with transitions a little bit.
All right. So yeah, if you go to YouTube, right, like just
Uh,
anything like this, up
okay,
here
look at
in the top right corner, there's like my channel stuff, notifications, and then right here, messages.
huh,
And
okay.
click on that. Go click on friends, and then add more contacts, and then right here, this link. You put that link into the chat, and anybody can click that, and then you can message them back and forth in here, and then you don't have to worry about the chat being like shared with people you don't want, kind of thing.
Let me take a look there. But you have to do it from your channel though.
Well, no, like I said, just from anywhere. Like right now, I'm just in the middle of a video I'm watching. It's just this is just the stuff that's always up in the top right of my
Yeah, see
YouTube
right
page.
now I'm not seeing it on the top right of mine.
Really.
But
I
you're over aren't you over 1,000 now?
No, I'm at like 810 or something like that.
All
I'm
right, let
getting
me
there,
switch.
but
Let me take a look under
somebody else that I was talking to recently had that same issue where it just wasn't there for them. I don't know why.
YouTube. Ain't got no love for me, man.
Oh, Ashley Sexton, cheers. Got a house full of crazy kids ripping shit up, but I'll be celebrating 420 after they go to bed. Nice.
Send them to bed now, Ashley, and then join us.
Oh, and cheers. Yeah, no hype. Yeah, man. Marvel movies. I love the Marvel movies. I've watched them all so many goddamn times. So many times. But I still,
All right.
the new Avengers coming out, I had to catch up again. Again.
Oh, there's messaging. Okay, it
Oh,
came
you
back when
found
I
it?
went to
Nice.
yeah, when I went to a channel, it came up. So let me see. So friends.
Have you seen
All
Shazam yet,
right.
Rod?
No, I haven't seen Shazam.
No?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to see that one or
It's
not.
it's really good, man. It's like you don't really have to have any prior knowledge of the DC universe, really.
Right.
It's kind of a standalone movie, but there's like little hints that you'd better appreciate if you watch like the other movies. But yeah, it's glorious. It's so funny. It's so well done. Yeah, I recommend it highly.
Nice. Let me see. So I got to add Cody on here first. They want me to add a friend. It's just
Like
people
I
I'm
said,
friends with.
there should just be a link that you can copy and put into the YouTube chat here. And
Right.
anybody that clicks that link will be they can add you as a YouTube friend, and then it'll pop up in there.
Oh, okay.
That way you don't have to go through finding people and adding them individually. You just put it in the chat. Anybody who wants to join, they'll go in there and you can pick and choose who you want to send the link to.
All right.
Anybody that doesn't get the link, don't feel offended. Or stuff, I guess.
Let me see. Well, Cody just sent me a thing back, so I got his email here. Okay, so I'll reply. All right, Cody. So I just sent the link back to the email that said here for the link, LOL. So you should have replied back, and you'll. Oh no, wait a minute, that's the wrong link now, because that was the YouTube. That was the YouTube admin at this point. So hold on one
That's funny.
second.
Nice.
All
There you
right,
go.
Cody.
You can click either link and you can
Yeah,
group
well,
your friends
click
and
the add me. Yeah, click to add me as a friend as well on the first link, Cody, and then here comes the second one right now, which will be the link to the chat. And Beerman, I don't know if you said you were actually doing something right now, but if you want to join, let me know. We get you on as well. So many different things here, and I'm going around all these different screens.
have you
Shows you.
done have you done the 5 non-beer videos about yourself yet? Have you been tagged by anybody?
I don't know. Actually, I haven't watched any of them, so I don't know if I was tagged yet. I've just been so busy
Because
behind on it.
I
So
watched like 5 of them today, and I'm pretty sure I have not been tagged yet. I think Nick said he might tag me when he does his because he's been tagged.
yeah, I think Joe was debating on tagging me or tagging. Um, it might have been Paul. I think he did Paul. So
I got fun plans for mine. Beer man, your cell phone will work. You just can't start your own live stream from a cell phone. You can jump into a hangout from a cell phone. We found that out.
yeah, I guess I could send you the link for that. Richie Z says any beers and or whiskey tonight at Eric Gilbert because Gilbert is the beer and whiskey guy. Although he is smoking a cigar right now.
No whiskey being had over here. I can guarantee you that.
And then Sexton said, "Thank you, sir. Greatly appreciate it. Yeah, if you get freed up, come on in." And no hype beer reviews, just sub to Ashley Sexton. Very nice. Yeah, so that's a good thing too. A lot of good people here finding channels you may have not had. So, I've got Redbeard here on the channel right now, so you can actually
Yeah, here
check out his channel as
I'm gonna
well.
type a little thing in the chat here if you wanna. You can click on the thing there and subscribe. I put we. I don't know.
And then, of course, you got everyone with Beerman and Sexton. I told you about Farmall. No hype beer reviews. Again, if you saw the spotlight I did with No Hype, that alone should have you sub into his channel because he has so many great things going on there.
You still gotta do that. Keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, we need to plan our thing. I don't know what your schedule's upcoming. What are you doing? Tomorrow? What are you doing? You got to go to family and stuff.
No, actually, I'm completely free tomorrow.
Because tomorrow could actually work. Because I'm free here for the most part, so we can set up to do something tomorrow and get yours done.
I'd be down, man. That could
All
work.
right, all right. And the Richie Z's in the house. What's up, Richie? He says, what are you both drinking tonight, Rod? I'm drinking right now the Mango Kush 420 from Sweetwater in honor of 420.
I'm just drinking some New Ontario. There's nothing 420 beer related that I can pick up here in North Bay right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, but you already had some 420.
Yeah. I've got more. Don't worry about that.
Cheers, Brandon. Brandon from over at Craft Beer Pours, another good channel to check out. If you want to jump in, Brandon, let me know and I'll get you a link as well. Um, Eric Gilbert said he's smoking Alec Bradley Max. And then Richie said, damn, Eric, you're into all the good stuff. LOL. So pretty popular, a pretty good cigar, I take it, that he has there. TQ says, I honor 420 by straight edging all day.
Cheers, Ewart.
And Eric Gilbert said, try to be Richie. He's trying to be Richie. Yeah. But Beer Man, do you want me to shoot it to you then or what? Let me know. But you were mentioning you watched the Thor movie. I haven't watched that Thor movie yet. Still.
The newest one, the Ragnarok, really?
Yeah, it's on DVR. I just haven't watched it.
Oh,
I've never watched any Thor standalone movie.
really?
Yeah,
The Dark World's not great, but it's still like if you want to watch them all, it's still worth watching.
yeah.
But like yeah, it's like last night I was in a chat with Greg and Nick and Ewart was there and possibly somebody else I can't think of. We were talking about that, and Greg is getting his wife kind of caught up because they have tickets to Endgame, and she's never
Right.
seen any of them. So he's like picking and choosing. And I think that they watched Avengers after they watched Iron Man or something. Like they missed so much of the overall kind of arcing story. It's like I don't know. You need to see like all those after credit scenes and stuff, and to get everything. You know?
Yeah.
There's so much to
Yeah.
it. They've been doing this for like 11 years now, man. It's all coming together, and it's insane.
Speaking of 11, Mortal Kombat 11 is out now. We're about to
Uh,
come out Tuesday.
I've
I'm
I've
like,
seen, I've seen the trailers. It looks insane.
11 versions of that game since they came out with this. Crazy.
And that's not even counting probably like a bunch of kind of side Mortal Kombat games that were made that weren't actually like completely in the numbered series because there was a bunch of spin-offs and weird shit they did
Right.
throughout the years. Yeah, crazy shit. I've never been super good at those games.
The straight up fighting like games like that.
Yeah, I'm okay, but I don't know. I've just never really been overly great at them. I'm not super good at any game. I just like playing games because they're fun.
Yeah.
I'm decent at Borderlands because I've played it 1,000 times.
Marvel used to have a good one. It was kind of like I forgot what Marvel was fighting, but they were like you were Wolverine or you were Magneto or you were whatever character. It was good or bad, whoever you chose, and you will fight each other.
I remember years ago in the arcade, like when I was a kid, there was an X-Men game, and I think it had 2 screens. It was this huge thing, and up to 4, I think it was 4, maybe even 6 people could play together. And it was like a
Yeah.
side-scrolling kind of beat 'em up game, but it was amazing. I would love to have one of those in my home someday.
Yeah.
Oh, Cody's here, and we can barely understand anything he's saying.
There he is. Can you hear us, Cody? I think he's frozen on there.
Hey,
Good.
there we go.
Hey,
Good.
how's
I
it
know like your
going?
picture was frozen there though, but I didn't know
Yeah,
if
I
you
can
were.
hear you.
Now you're moving a little bit. It's all getting wired
Oh,
up
there
again.
it
There
goes.
you go. Now you're starting to move. It's like max headroom. There.
Best frame rate ever.
What's going on?
Yeah, not too much. Just went over to the
Oh,
in-laws'
okay.
house
How'd
for
that go?
Easter today.
Yeah.
It went pretty well. They were all missing the homebrew beer.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kept on saying, "Are you gonna go home and check on my beer tonight?" So I got some fermenting right now.
Yeah, so they're waiting to see the beer when it's done. Cody cut out. There you go. You cut out a little bit there.
I have to May have to join from my phone.
Are you on the computer?
Yeah, it seems to not want to work, but for some reason the link doesn't want to work for the Hangouts app.
Yeah, I know when Todd comes on Thursday, sometimes he has to go to the computer to the phone because the computer has issues as well. So it might be that. But the link will work on either one.
Yeah, that's what
God damn it.
I'm just happy I finally got it to work.
Cheers, Paul. PA Brew News. Are you working tonight, or I sent you an email earlier? If you wanted to join, I was going to shoot you the link over. Richie said he had a Michelob Ultra Lime and a prickly pear beer last weekend. Have you tried it? My lady had a 6-pack of it. LOL. No, I have not tried it. Well, I haven't tried the lime or the prickly pear. I know they got the different flavors coming out with the Ultra. I haven't drank Ultra in a long time, actually. Did you do Ultra this last week, Red, on Nick's show?
I was not there for that. They did though.
Yeah. Yeah, I know they had done that, and more power to them, I guess. I mean,
Yeah, I haven't had Michelob Ultra in a long time.
I don't know if I've ever had it.
It's not bad if you want a light beer.
Like very light. Well, actually, you know what? If you want something light, Muskoka Brewery up here in Ontario, they have a sour beer called Ebb and Flow, and I think it's like 2-point-something%. It's like super low. Like you got to drink like 5 of them and take a drive, kind of thing. It's so low.
Yeah.
Crazy. But yeah, and it's not that bad either. It's just a kind of a nice, really easy drinking, sessionable sour beer.
Yeah, I think you're going to see more beers are going to come out at that low level still. So
yeah, they keep talking about that, like that's the trend now. But like I don't like that. If they're making them super low ABV but still charging the same price as the higher ABV beers, that just pisses me off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you were to get like a Lambic or something, they're low ABV as well. Although they put more of a quality touch into it than the other stuff.
I've had some Lambic stuff that's still up around like the 5-6%. It's like,
yeah, I mean, you can get some, but there's
super high, but
yeah,
like,
right.
Yeah, and it's the style. Like the Lambic sours, they tend to take a bit more work and effort to make them, like the kettle sours, from what I understand. So I can understand their price point being a little bit higher. But other beers, like these super low ABV session IPAs and stuff, I don't know.
Yeah.
I need more beer.
Eric Gilbert said he poured a Henderson's Best Amber Ale.
I've had their lager. I think it was okay.
Yeah. Let's see. So what'd you say? What are you drinking now, Cody? Are you drinking anything?
I'm drinking Midland Brewing Company brewed IPA.
Which one is it?
Midland Brewing Company brewed IPA.
And then we were talking about Make Ultra, and Richie Z said Rod is for people who want to stay skinny. LOL. Yeah, I don't care, but she does. Billy says AB and Bev is ramping up.
From what I've heard, Michelob Ultra is actually one of the better beers for people that are diabetic.
Really?
Yeah, about at least one friend of mine has diabetes, and that's like the one beer that he is okay with drinking. Like super low carbs and sugar or something. I don't know how it works, but
yeah, for diabetics, carb is the thing they really have to worry about more, and it's only like 2 carbs a bottle or something, I believe.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. It's the carb thing that I think makes it better for diabetics. I don't know myself. I've been blessed with a good metabolism and pretty much good health my whole life. Like, knock on some wood here.
Yeah. But you're still young.
38. You know, I'm.
You're still kind of like at a third.
I'm not old, but I'm not like young. You know.
Yeah. but you still got some skills. So yeah.
Yeah. Having some ransack the universe from Collective Arts.
Now you're coming a lot clearer coding.
It's sad when my iPhone can do a better job than my computer at this point.
Yeah, like I said, every time you see Todd on Thursday, he has to do the same thing.
I don't know what it is about that computer. It got the job done for school, though, at least, so that's good.
It's
Yeah.
funny you guys having all these issues with computers. Like I'm running like this 10-year-old homemade beast over here, and she still kicks ass, baby.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those home built computers. I've seen some pretty badass ones before.
Mine, well, you know, I can do it here. I just pull this up for a second, like, oh woo, turn that a little bit like that, and over on top of the monitor there. Yeah, that's my
Oh,
baby. That's my baby. She's
yeah,
pretty big. Yeah. Anyway, and there we go. Portable
I said-
webcam. Fun.
I did watch Deadpool 2 earlier today.
That was.
I gotta tell you,
Juggernaut was great. Juggernaut was that was so unexpected and just fantastic. I love that.
I didn't, but the movie overall seemed like it drug a little bit for me.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah.
It wasn't as good as the first one. Like the first one gave us all that like R-rated superhero shit we'd never seen. So this one here
But
didn't
we had
really have-
R-rated. We had that with Blade at R-rated.
Yeah, but no, like but really going for the R-rated shit. You know what I mean? Like Blade was bloody and stuff, but like when he killed the vampires with the sword, they just kind of fizzled away into nothing. There wasn't really that much gore, and like Deadpool ramped that up, and the swearing and just everything. Like they earned that hard R for sure.
Yeah.
And the second one, it was like, how do we top that? And I feel like they kind of did like almost as good a job as the first one, but it wasn't better than the first one. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens now that Disney owns them, because apparently they've said they're gonna let Deadpool still be an R-rated thing, so it'll be interesting to see what happens with that.
Yeah, I thought the outtakes were pretty funny, or the end after the end credit scenes were pretty funny. What he did,
when he just like undoes everything and fucking goes and,
like, kills himself for Green Lantern and everything.
does the whole fucking that Marvel Wolverine Origins movie was so bad. It was like that. I honestly didn't hate the Green Lantern movie as much as a lot of people did. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't like terrible.
I don't know. It's funny because he said "Sorry, Canada" at the end. I'm like, did he piss Canadians off or something?
He is Canadian.
Oh, okay, yeah, all right.
Well, actually, have you seen any of his? Are you subscribed to his YouTube channel?
No.
I recommend you at least check out Ryan Reynolds' YouTube channel. He owns a gin company called Aviation Gin.
Yeah.
And some of the ads he has put out for that company's gin are the funniest things you'll ever see. Like the one, it's like, how do they make the gin? And it's like and it's his tears and all this other stuff, and they talk about it. It's fucking hilarious, man. I really, really recommend you check that out.
May have to do so. Go ahead, Cody.
What are you guys drinking tonight?
I'm having that Ransack the Universe IPA I just said like a minute ago.
I have the Sweetwater, the Mango Kush 420, the G13 strain. So their second.
What's the ABV on that one?
This one here is actually it's just 5%, so not heavy at all.
I was surprised to see this brewed IPA is only 4.6%.
Oh, that's a lighter one. Yeah.
The ones I've been seeing around here are closer to about 7-8%.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw a brute that low on any of the ones I've seen either. Let's see here.
Backwoods Billy, last movie, him and his wife, they saw the VIP pre-release of. They saw the VIP pre-release premiere Aquaman. It was awesome.
Yeah,
you know what? Aquaman was.
I've never seen Aquaman.
It's like ever since like Wonder Woman was the first DC comic movie where they kind of tried to turn it a bit more away from that dark, gritty thing they had going on, and make it a bit more fun. And Wonder Woman a bit more fun than Aquaman, a bit more fun than Shazam, really fun. So they're getting their shit together. Although personally, like I didn't hate that was wow, OBS does my subscription thing. That's funny. I didn't hate Man of Steel as much as a lot of people did. Aside from like him killing Zod at the end, I thought it was like a great Superman movie.
Yeah, I did. I didn't think Man Steel was that bad. I mean, I didn't think Batman versus Superman I thought was better than some people had thought.
It
And
was
I
pretty
thought
good.
Ben Affleck was going to be terrible in that role. He actually did okay.
No, Ben Affleck was a great Batman.
Yeah.
I'm saddened that he backed out of the whole his like individual solo Batman movie they were supposed to make with him. I think that he would have
Yeah.
done great, but the fans just tore him apart and just like destroyed his soul. Basically, it seems like when it comes to that man, there's videos where you see it's like him and Henry Cavill doing the press interview thing,
Yeah.
and he looks like he's gonna cry. It's just it's sad, man. I like Ben Affleck. He seems like a pretty nice guy.
What about you, Cody? You got a love affair for Ben Affleck too?
Stop calling it.
ever since Gia, right? No, Ben does a pretty good job on stuff. I mean, he is surprising some of the stuff you see where he really can act well, and he's like, "Why do you do these other movies where you flop?" But
Yeah. Well, it's like I assume, Rod, you say you're not really caught up on the Marvel movies. You probably haven't seen the Captain Marvel.
I haven't seen Captain Marvel.
It doesn't deserve all of the stupid hate that it's been getting because of like Brie Larson said some stuff about the
It's supposed to
comment.
be a strong movie for women, right?
It was just a bunch of ridiculous stuff happened, and all these people were like, ah, blah blah, screw her. But the movie itself, though, like it's okay, but it kind of drops down a little bit in quality from like what we've expected from Marvel movies at this point, in my opinion.
Well, it had to be like an older movie
Like
set
that,
up
like
because Nick
the
Fury didn't have a patch, so he had both eyes.
the CG de-aging on Samuel L. Jackson is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
It's the best I've ever seen, and like you don't even notice it. It's so well done. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things where like you just accept it within like a couple minutes. You're like, yeah, it's cool. Like that aspect of the movie is fucking incredible. But the whole overall movie itself, there's some pretty good parts, but it just I don't know. Cheers, Nick. Happy 420, my friend.
Happy 420.
Cheers,
Sorry,
Nick.
Cheers, Rod. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, what are you drinking tonight?
What I'm drinking? Well, I don't have any of the fun stuff to partake in for 420, but I've got my last can of the Trailer Park Boys Green Bastard, so it kind of fits.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that's the best IPA ever, eh?
No, not really. I just thought it was thematically, on point.
I thought your guys' IPA number 5 was the best IPA ever.
No, that was very much a sarcastic joke. That IPA is not great.
It's not terrible.
It's not terrible, but it's if that is in anybody's like top 5 best IPAs I've ever had, exactly.
No, it would not be in anybody's top 5, but I don't think it's terrible.
You guys are acting like it was made by Midhouse or something.
It's made by it's made by a bigger. It's like it's definitely mass produced kind of stuff.
It's made for the same parent company that owns Double Trouble and produced at Wellington Brewery in Guelph.
So it's like a contract beer then?
Yeah, it's a contract beer.
No, it's not like macro level of mass produced, but Wellington has a pretty big facility, and if you're still getting it, I don't know if they're like they must be. Are they still producing it?
Oh no, I've had this in the fridge for like a few months. So
but
I'm like, fucking, I'm not going to review that now. I'm just going to drink it.
I feel like they did like a big run of it though when it came out, just like all the other Trailer Park Boys.
Pretty sure they did. I'm not even sure when this came out. I've been holding on to this for a while. This is November 2018. Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be just great.
6 months old.
Oh, that's got to be the best beer you've ever had at this point.
It's a little bit more resiny than I want, but it's not too horrible. Doesn't taste like stank ass, or anything. It's not drain pour.
It's not. It's
God.
not bud chuggable.
It's
No.
kind of
I'm not butt chucking this. Anyway, what were you saying? Sorry.
You let the Canada guys in.
And then all of a sudden, butt chugging comes into the top.
It's legal up here, baby.
Nothing the Canadian won't do. Oh, let me see.
Oh,
I was gonna say because Cody's actually been someone that's watched the channel for a good amount of time, so it's first time on. So really appreciate you coming on here. He's probably like one of our top viewers on the channel. He's always there for the most part. Though we missed you Thursday. I realized you didn't make it Thursday night, but
yeah. I worked on Thursday.
yeah. And he always has great stories with when his cousin visits too. So
Surprised for once, I was the one who puked.
yeah. But the one thing I was going to tell you in the chat where we have Ashley Sexton Bruin, you might want to sub to his channel if you haven't subbed to his because he does a lot of homebrew tips on stuff, and he's been making homebrew for a while. So I would definitely sub to his channel.
Yeah, like, actually,
Homebrew guys you definitely want are Sexton, Drunken One, and Thrash Metal beer reviews. Those are the only ones I can really think of off the top of my head.
Dale Brewmite, he doesn't really do a lot of homebrew stuff anymore. But yeah,
well,
like
I'm gonna give props to Sexton here. So
No.
yeah,
He's blessed with a pretty fucking cool last name.
Yeah,
true. It's true. And his first name gave Greg, one of our friends. You know what? I'm not going to talk about this part because
don't bring Greg into the channel.
Conversation involving Greg. It's best not to talk about it around people. You know,
like Ricky Bobby. Don't you put that on me? Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby?
I will speak highly about Ashley Sexton's current content on his channel because he's been doing. One of the things he's been doing lately, he's been experimenting with different hops he's not tried before, and doing like a one hop beer, one hop IPA, just to see what the individual character for each hop. So I just recently watched his video on Idaho 7. It was pretty informative.
Nice.
That's like beer that I just did. It's just one hop, and I thought that would be a pretty good way to go as one of my first brews that I do. Just start getting a feel for all the different hops that there are and all the different ingredients that you can use.
The combination is endless. It's crazy. I love it.
Well, it's not just hops, but blends of hops. Like how you can make multiple types of hops work with each other to create a new flavor, or sort of like just like New England style IPAs today, where they can turn them basically taste into it's all hops, but it tastes like fruit juice almost.
Yeah, some of them you never even know it's a fucking beer. It's insane. But a lot of breweries are doing that, like the smash thing, single malt and single hop beers to showcase the flavors of these malts and these hops kind of thing. And yeah, it's as a home brewer getting a feel for that. Obviously, yeah, and a lot of hops too. Hops have shelf lives. Like definite shelf life, and like but talking to one of the brewmaster here at New Ontario, and he was telling me like you order these hops, and the company will tell you like they've got these hops from this year, they've still got some from last year, maybe some from a couple years ago, and obviously you want the fresher ones. If you buy the older ones, you need to use like 2-3 times as much to get as much of that hoppy flavor as you do with the fresh ones, apparently.
Okay, and what about if you have to use 2-3 times as much? Does that add any other kind of different like off flavors or something? Because you use
that I'm not sure about.
I mean, different. What is it? They call it phenols or something, like different flavors would fade different rates, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That like if you use these 3-year-old hops and you had to use like 3 times as much, then other stuff in those hops would also be. Like maybe something in those hops doesn't fade as fast, so you are tripling up on like the bitterness or the resininess or something aside from that juiciness. Entirely possible. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it also depends on the application. Not everybody's using hops to make IPAs. Like maybe you're just making like an easy drinking lager, or even one thing I've heard, if you're making like a sour or like Belgian style, like for example, like lambics, real Belgian lambics, they'll age the hops like oxidize the hops, so it takes the flavors right out of them before they actually use them in the beer. So there's hops in it for the preservative qualities, but they you don't taste them.
Oh, really? That's crazy.
Yeah, like
That's really-
there's some
We're-
videos
we're-
you can watch on like Lindemans or something like that.
We're talking about lambics actually just before you popped in, and that's funny.
Yeah, no, but I was just using that as an example. Like,
No,
depending on
that's
what
cool
the
though.
style is, you might not want the hop flavor.
I had
Like
no
the
idea that
flavor.
was actually a practice that was done, but it makes sense. Like I didn't really realize what you just said. The hops, because yeah, like when you think of the original IPAs, they brewed them with tons of hops so they could survive that journey. So yeah, what you're saying, hops, if you only want to have the preservative quality, then yeah, soak out the kind of flavor in them and then just yeah, that's cool. I didn't know that. I didn't make that connection. I like that. Nick, you're a good teacher, man. I like it.
All right, bullshit.
Good job, man.
I gotta look it up. I know it was like, I forget if it was you ever watch Michael Jackson's The Beer Hunter? That series.
I've
You're
seen parts of it. I've seen parts of it.
Yeah, great. It's a great series if you get a chance to watch it. I mean, it is old at this point, but it shows a lot of the origin stories, like different regional types of. I mean, yes, it's back in the '90s, but all the brands are still relevant almost.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, he was good at finding them. You know, talk about beer and finding beer, and a lot of books with his stuff in it.
Is it Richie just said asked in the comment, can you homebrew a sour? I assume you probably can.
Yeah, you can homebrew sour.
Like just like anything. Like I know that sour beers when they're brewed, like Ashley Sexton was saying recently in a chat thing about a brewery here where they made a sour and used these Brettanomyces whatever, but didn't tell people, and it
there
infected.
was the Niagara College.
See, I wasn't saying the name of the brewery, but Nick just did, so I guess.
Sorry.
But yeah, and I guess they infected. So it makes it even worse now that you know it's a college. So they had all this equipment for all these people to make beer, and it all got infected.
Yeah, the Alpine Round was telling that story where they basically had to strip down everything and clean everything,
boil it all, and
because Brettanomyces is extremely infectious.
Well, I know, like even just talking to brewmasters and stuff, and like I'll occasionally get a can of beer from a place locally that might be a little bit off or something, and yeah, it's like every single part of every single thing that touches that can of beer needs to be crazy well sanitized. It's insane how just the tiniest little bit of bacteria can kill your entire batch of beer. It's crazy.
Yeah, sanitation's the biggest thing in brewing.
Yeah, man. I'll cheers to that for sure.
Yeah, before I brew, the night before I'll go through my kitchen with a bucket of bleach and just clean shit down real good.
Wow.
You know, I just make sure it's really nice and clean, you know.
Yeah, man.
I'm sharing it with people and stuff. I want to be putting out really good beer. One of the two beers I have fermenting right now is actually a sour.
Yeah?
Yeah, I decided to have a go at that for one of my first beers.
That's ambitious, actually. Like, good for you, man. I like that.
That's how I
Although it's like anything, we were talking about like building your own PC and stuff. Like I looked into it a lot before I ever even tried doing something like that. The same thing. You want a homebrew? Watch, spend like a week just watching fucking all these tutorial videos and stuff on YouTube and kind of get a feel for what you might need to do here and there, and then jump. Like it's like my car. Up to like maybe 5 years ago, anything happened to my car, I'd bring to a mechanic, get it fixed. Until like not that long ago, something happened to my car, and I was like, you know what, this doesn't look that bad. Like it was a strut thing broke in my back wheel well, and I'm like, I can probably fix that myself. Look on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, that looks really easy. Get the part, do everything. Took me like a couple hours, and it would have cost me that at least probably 3 hours of labor. It's like almost $100 for labor at mechanic shops these days. But yeah, so like anytime now that I can do something on my car myself via YouTube as a tutorial, I'm definitely going to do that. Save so much money. And it gives you that feeling of accomplishment at the end too. It's awesome.
Oh, for sure.
Let me see here. Oh, go ahead, Cody.
If the world ever comes to an end, you want me in your group because I can make the beer.
Yeah.
Hey
That's
man,
my.
head my way. Like my home is basically a fortress. So
This
I
literally is. I saw it on Google Maps. It's like he's behind a barbed wire fence with cameras and the Red
Yeah.
Beard compound.
Yeah, that's what they were besting on The Walking Dead.
Yeah, beer guy. Where's your beer guy? They're still finding beer. They're still
that's
finding
a-
beer and drinking it. I'm like, that's got to be stale
really,
by now.
yeah, that's a really valid point, actually. Like that. Well, I guess they haven't really stayed in one place for that long.
They have now.
Actually, okay. No, I haven't watched like the last season, the last full season. I think I'm behind.
Yeah,
So don't spoil
they
shit.
got like
But
they
up
got like
until then, yeah, like grow some hops, grow some fucking malts, and grow some wheat and stuff, and like fucking yeah, make some beer, man. Why not?
Yeah, that's all you
they
need.
farm on the show, so it wouldn't be hard.
Yeah. There's a documentary I watched a while ago called How Beer Saved the World. And if you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. It talks about how like beer it's not really some of it's open to like interpretation, like are they sure kind of thing. But they talk about how beer was basically the reason that math exists and a bunch of other stuff that beer was the savior of everything kind of. It's a really cool documentary. I recommend it. It's probably on YouTube, I imagine.
Beer has done a lot for the world.
I just shared a link in the side chat, but the Wikipedia article on lambics actually has a whole passage about how they use aged dried hops to not make their beers hop forward, but to use a lot for antibacterial properties. It's actually kind of neat to read.
Turn your camera on, asshole. The hell?
Sorry, I don't want everybody seeing me scratch myself.
All we see is like, what, you're scratching your face? You can scratch your balls right now. We never know.
That's one of the Canadian shows right
Well,
there.
unless you man, unless that's like a compulsion for you to make that weird face when you do it. Like, what the hell was that?
That's for the Canadians.
Look like a chimpanzee.
We don't do that. We don't do that in America.
Scratching these nuts.
Jesus Christ. That was more than scratching, I think.
Let me go back here because I've missed a bunch of comments. So
more home.
TQ said, Jesus, you'll let anyone on this show, yet not me. TQ, you can come in if you want. I posted a comment. Send me an email and I'll shoot you the link. You're always welcome.
Stuart, I can send him a link.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you would have sent him a link, that's fine. Because I don't have his email, I don't think.
I could do that too, actually.
God, there's a lot of comments. Where's Joe when you can use them?
Dude, like we're under 10 now, but there was 18 viewers at one point. It was freaking crazy.
Yeah, people probably left because I couldn't get to their comments. Trying to go through
channels that actually people watch.
Well, that's one thing. I'm jealous of like when I'm in live streams like this. You guys get all these freaking comments, but at the same time, it's like, my God, so many comments get missed.
Well, Billy,
my channel, they come slow enough that I'm able to like acknowledge them all, no problem. But like, just imagine being like Jacksepticeye or PewDiePie or multiple Markiplier or something, and like just this.
They got people. They got teams that do that for them. Sure.
Well, not even like I know Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie don't. Markiplier has some friends, but no, like when they're doing live streams and stuff, you put it on slow mode. And like they're getting donations and stuff, so obviously they read those comments, but otherwise it's just kind of like basically ignoring them.
Oh, they just ignore them. Okay, I didn't think they read them. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody probably like when they probably see me commenting all the time. They're like, "This jerk, he's clocking it right out."
Of course not.
Like that, I'm kind of proud. Like at this point, I've replied to, I think, at almost every single comment that's been made on any one of my videos. Just because like I might get maybe 4 in a day max kind of thing. But these people who like, I imagine a lot of them, they have to turn the notifications and stuff off on their phone because it's like people that like these PewDiePie and stuff and have like thousands of videos and 95 million subscribers. Like his phone would just be going insane all day long. There's a point where you just, you can't anymore.
Oh yeah, you would be turning your phone off and it wouldn't, or turning it on and it wouldn't even turn on because it would just freeze up from all the notifications.
Well,
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
there's a point where the system doesn't send you all the notifications anymore. Anyway, like I've had some things
I believe
go.
that would make sense.
Some things go viral on Facebook where it lets you know that some notifications are happening, but it just stops telling you all of them after a while.
Okay.
Once you pass a certain threshold.
That's Facebook, though. Do you know this for sure about YouTube?
Well, I'm just guessing it's the same way for YouTube.
Oh, so you don't know? Okay.
Anyway, let me see here.
Right.
Beer Man said, "Hey Rod, how you doing? I ended up doing one of my tastings, but I'm back if you want to join." Yeah, I shot you an email. I mean, I didn't shoot you. Shoot me an email, Beer Man, to my email, and I can send you the link. I'll just put the email in here now. So just shoot. Oh shit! Not the 4 though.
The fuck? How high are you, man?
I mistyped and hit the 4 at the end. What are you talking about, Nick? You got chubby fingers like me.
What are you trying to say, Rod?
I'm just saying, it's easy to mistype. That's all I'm saying.
You're calling me fat.
Don't call him for
I said chubby, you know. Didn't say husky. He said chubby.
You guys notice a lot of breweries now have, like, well, not a lot, but a few of them now are popping up with the beer domain, like blah blah blah.beer. That's actually a thing now. It's pretty cool.
They probably tried to build it out, so it gets enough hits behind it.
I want to say I've encountered maybe like 3 or 4 of them. There aren't a lot, but it does exist. You type in blah blah blah.beer and it brings you to the website.
Richie Z was talking to Eric about cigars. We were talking about cigars earlier, but he said he used to do El Dorado cigars with Guinness, which went to go pretty good.
I need a cigar wrap so I could roll blunt. That'd be fun.
And Billy says, since lagers are so light in color and taste notes, any flaws there to see and taste. Yeah, you can pick it up there for sure. You say craft beer is losing traction? I don't believe so. I mean, craft beer sales are actually up as a total.
He said losing. I don't know. Maybe it's different.
Oh, losing. I think he said lose. I think he meant losing.
I'm pretty sure he meant losing, but he said losing. I'm a grammar Nazi. I'm sorry.
But they're still driving sale. I mean, some breweries are falling off or they're getting bought out, but as far as the total, they grew when domestics actually went down last year.
Like the big bubble is kind of getting like that. Like the saturation level of craft breweries is getting to the point where it's probably a lot harder to open a new one than it was a little while ago, kind of thing. Like, because there's so many now. But as far as losing traction, I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
I got another sub. Thank you, whoever that was.
Let's see. And Jermaine, welcome, Jermaine. He says, what are your guys' ideal temps of drinking beers? And each style actually covers their own temperature. So if you're actually cooling a beer properly, you're going to be about 37, 38 degrees. And usually your lagers, like your adjunct lagers, your buds, your other stuff like that, you're going to drink them down between like that 37 to kind of 39 degree level. As you get into some of your IPAs, you probably go 40 to 45. As you get into some of the stouts, you're probably looking 44, 43, maybe to 48, 49. Take it up a little bit more if you go to strong ale or barley wines, but they all carry different levels for really when you want to enjoy it. And some of your best brewers will now put on bottles or cans the temperature you should enjoy it at as well. And South Rooted Outside and Outdoors, welcome. He says, hello, everyone.
Cheers.
And it was good meeting with him in the other stream. So it's like it's one of the first times he's been on the channel. So we appreciate that. Back with Billy says, Samuel Adams only moved up in volume. Angry Orchard Twister Tea. No C Beverage Industry Magazine. Redbeard said, thanks for the sub to South Rooted. Craft brew companies are falling. Also, the craft beer are falling off wine and beverages like Twisty are up. The fact the Craft Brew Association provides data. I'm telling you from the report that I saw that was based on the actual sales of the categories, craft beer actually went up last year. So I'm not sure what the Brew Association we're looking at, maybe like the providers or if it's by sales. I'm just talking about in the sales aspect, they went up there. And some millennials are dropping off because some millennials are going to the wine or mixed drinks as well. But Eric Gilbert said, not just talking cigars. He's letting me know. He said, but Cuban cigars, almost as good as a Cuban woman's, son.
Yeah, I was thinking about brewing a lager recently, but you have to have like an extra fridge to do it.
Yeah, because you got to ferment at cooler temperature.
What was that?
I say with lagers, you're fermenting at cold temperature, cooler temperature than the ale, right?
That's why I went with the cream ale, though. I heard they're supposed to be somewhat similar to a lager. I don't know though. I've never had one before, so
Yeah.
it'd be a little fun experiment.
I mean, I've brewed a lager before. Usually, for some people that I know, like myself, we home brew like in the winter for a lager because you're in Michigan, we're in Ohio. It gets cold. You can leave it in the garage, and it'll be cold enough for it to actually ferment through for a few months. So usually, a lot of guys down here when they do lagers, they'll do it around that time, between like November to February.
You say you've never had a cream ale?
Nope, I've never had one. I'm gonna get a Genesee cream ale when I'm bottling my cream ale that I've got fermenting.
Wow.
Is he really missing much, Redbeard?
Not really, but I'm just surprised. I've never had one. Never had one. Like
I had an imperial one yesterday from Brewery Turo. It's actually pretty good.
I've never had an imperial one, which
Imperial
is actually
cream ale?
the beer I had a bottle of from Licking Hole Creek. Funny enough, their one lion, it was an imperial milk stout, although it was only 7%, so it wasn't like that imperial, but it was really tasty. Like, I like lactose. It's tasty.
I've heard of people putting vanilla beans in their cream ale when they brew them. I don't know how that.
That might be like a variation that some people might be doing. And let's see here. Billy says, see, Genesee Cream Ale is the original, and the cream ale is the only true American beer. Talking about the style. Cream ales, Lee Russell says cream ales are for greasy gingers who live out in the boonies. Welcome,
hey,
Lee.
Cheers, Lee. What's going on?
He's not wrong.
Lee's the best.
And then Billy said the red beard, according to the BJCP, cream ale is an important category. I know I missed some other ones here. And thanks, Richie. He says I'm creeping toward that 1 sub mark, but I got a lot before I get to 1,000 still. I think I'm like at 840 something now, but that 1,000 still looks far away to me.
I'm at 811. Yay!
You're what? What are you at, Redbeard?
811.
811. What are you at, Nick?
869.
869.
Ooh,
so
69.
Yeah, keep it up there. And see, Nick, you got the minutes already. You said, right?
Well, yeah, I've got the minutes because I do the beer analysis show every week. It's not that my actual reviews are interesting at all.
Which reminds me, because we didn't talk about Nick properly. So for you guys watching, make sure Maxwell Star in the comments there. Go to his channel, check him out. Hit the 3 buttons next to his name. And he does beer reviews, and every Wednesday night they do a beer analysis where they get together and try different beers. Last week was Mick Ultra, but we'll skip over that, right?
Well, yeah, everyone we do the good and the bad crap.
And the ugly.
Yeah, we've got ugly covered.
Yeah.
So here's my channel. If anybody wants to take a look, hey, I got it in 870.
Look at you.
Somebody subscribed. Thank you very much.
Somebody ruined the 69.
Yeah, no.
But each Wednesday you do the beer analysis where you flip it from a craft beer to a macro beer, right?
Yeah, we haven't been as consistent in doing that lately. We just basically been doing beers on availability. But last week, one of the biggest reasons we did Michelob Ultra last week is because Peter Davies of the Clueless Drinker from the UK, he said he could get it. I'm like, shit, man, when can you come on? So we kind of came to the agreement that he was going to be able to make it on last week, and he did. So we actually had Craig Kent Beer Reviews,
Nice.
yeah, and the Clueless Drinker was on, and shit, I forget who else is. I know Ashley Sexton, Greg, and I'm pretty sure Chris was there too.
Nick,
Yeah.
type something in the chat. At least one person wants to subscribe to you.
Oh, sec here. I didn't actually get my real channel name here. I'll paste that in.
Yeah. Oh, let me see here.
Do you have the custom? Do you guys have the custom channel URL?
Yeah, I had that for a while, but it always pulls up the other one whenever I use it.
Well, like me, if you go to youtube.com/redbeard, that's me. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I forgot to say thanks to everybody
There you
who
go.
subscribed earlier. But thanks for
I'm sorry.
everyone who subscribed to me.
Yeah. No, yeah, I've got like 3 or 4 new subs during this live stream. Thank you very much to everybody. Cheers.
What was your channel called, Cody? I'll subscribe to it now.
It's just my name, Cody Stark.
Oh.
Related to Tony Stark?
We're all going to Cody's for a party.
Or Ned Stark.
What kind of crazy, awesome, inventive fucking brewing technology could Tony Stark come up with? Imagine that.
Huh. Yeah, it's a good.
The Iron Man suit with a built-in fucking keg dispenser or something. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, if you ask Chris, it probably involved physics in some way. Hey, there's Beer Man. Let me shoot him a thing real quick here. I just saw your email, Beer Man, so I'm going to shoot you a link. So we were talking Marvel before. You guys got like a favorite Marvel character that's kind of like your favorite?
Spider-Man.
Is it because he wears a red suit?
I just
And the red and the red.
he climbs things. I get drunk and climb things. I don't know. It's I
Spider beard.
What about you, Nick?
Favorite Marvel superhero? I don't know. Does Deadpool count?
Yeah, he's Marvel. Yeah,
he's more of an anti-hero, but yeah, he counts. Why not? Actually, do you guys know who the Sentry is?
I know the character is Sentry.
Yeah, like he's probably my second one. He's basically Marvel Comics is Superman. Like he's got the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns, and he fought the Hulk to the point where like they turned back into themselves. It was awesome.
What about you, Cody? Any big Marvel hero?
Is Captain America part of that? I don't know. I've never been into.
Yeah, he's Marvel too. Yeah.
Yeah, because I like Captain America a lot. I like Thor too.
Yeah, either of those is an acceptable answer.
I always thought that the original Captain America movie was one of the best superhero movies made. It was just awesome.
We talked about it last night. Like as far as like when you think about the trilogies they've done, like Thor has 3 movies now, Captain America has 3. I guess there's 3 Avengers movies. The 3 Captain America movies, every single Captain America movie is fucking.
I never saw Winter Soldier. What was there was the third one too. It was Civil War. Yeah, I didn't see that
Civil War is basically an Avengers movie, like, but more focused on Captain America, I guess. But yeah, if you watch that,
Civil War is the only Captain America movie I've watched.
You haven't? Oh, my God, watch the Winter Soldier.
The only one I've seen is the first one.
The Winter Soldier is fantastic. It was so good. It's like this like spy movie, Marvel superhero movie all combined. It's so good.
Yeah.
Like Steve Rogers and Black Widow teaming up and being like, it's like a buddy movie with them. And oh my God, watch the movie. Watch it now. just the fact that there's Marvel movies you guys have not seen. It hurts me. It
I
cuts
feel like
me.
you don't have to see every one of them. Some of them, like I haven't seen
There's
Ant Man
so
and the
many
Wasp.
of
I haven't.
them.
I haven't watched Ant Man and the Wasp either.
But
Me neither.
there's been so much time to watch them though. There really has. Like,
You guys, other
and
stuff to
like
do.
From what I've seen,
Ant-Man and the Wasp is pretty funny. It's pretty
from what I've seen, it's probably right up my alley, and I would really enjoy watching it. But I still haven't gotten around to seeing Guardians of the Galaxy.
I haven't seen the second one. I haven't seen the second Guardians.
Guardians is the same thing as the sequel we were talking about before, where it's Guardians 2 is still really good, but just Guardians 1 was so good. It doesn't quite. It's like kind of equal maybe, but it's not better. I don't think. Guardians of the Galaxy was great. Nick, watch all these goddamn movies, man. My God,
Not
Jesus.
enough time in the day. Holy fuck.
I've got ADD so
You're
bad.
coming here on the Wednesday.
Yeah, me
We're
too.
Like yeah. Well, we're watching.
I'll tell you what. Yeah, we'll watch at least one there.
Damn right.
We'll
Damn
do
right.
some reviews too, right?
Oh yeah.
I have
Yeah.
ADD. It's hard for me to sit through a movie.
You know what?
It's hard to see.
Yeah.
I've actually also I've never been diagnosed, but from everything that I've seen and experienced in my life, I'm pretty sure I have some form of ADD.
Mhm.
And
Same.
if I'm at a theater, no problem, because I got like my popcorn and stuff. I'm not allowed to use my phone. I can't do anything else. I watch the movie. But when I'm home alone, quite often I'll be like watching the movie, and all of a sudden I'll pick up my phone, check something on my phone, and be like, "Oh fuck, I missed like 10 minutes." But I'm home, so I can rewind it and keep watching. But yeah, some movies though, there I can't really pinpoint any specific, but there's some movies where you just like get into it, or even some TV shows, and it's like you actually are like, oh my god, like just like, well, the season premiere of Game of Thrones, for instance, I did not pause or look away for that entire episode of fucking TV.
Never watched Game of Thrones.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
Wow, I'm
Wow.
actually surprised by that, Rod. I'm not
I've
like,
seen parts of it, but it never really grabbed me to watch. My wife watches it every week.
I feel like
yeah.
you want that Badlands show. And the reason I started watching the Badlands, I still haven't finished season 2, but I finished season 1 in like 2 days because it was so good. And then I got like sidetracked by work and shit, just never got back into it. But I watched that because I randomly scrolling through Facebook. It was like Rod J's watching the Badlands. I'm like, yeah, I kind of feel like his opinion is. I value your opinion, so I watched the trailer on Facebook. That looks on YouTube. Sorry, that looks pretty cool. And yeah. Watched it, so like I watch at least the first season of Game of Thrones, my friend. I'm pretty sure you'll be impressed.
Whoa,
I mean, I'm
somebody's
all for the sex and the violence. It's just I never.
Well, there you go. So like, yeah, get on that.
Yeah. Then you really should be watching Game of Thrones if you like sex and violence. It's like part of the show.
I watched Spartacus to the end. I mean,
we got somebody new that. If I
somebody's out bearded Redbeard here.
If I hadn't cut my beard from November, I would have you beat right now, my friend.
Yeah, but yours would still be red, so. And let's welcome in.
So I'd have him doubly beat. Yeah.
Let's welcome in Beer Man. Welcome, my friend.
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
Cheers.
Yeah, not too bad.
Beer man, how's it going?
So Beer Man is actually out in Washington, right? Or Oregon.
Wow.
Oregon. Washington, Oregon.
I'm on the north coast.
Okay. Oregon. So
Is that California or
no, Oregon?
We're about maybe 10 hours away from the border of California.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oregon is like a state on the coast?
Yeah. Under Washington.
Between Washington. Washington's directly below British Columbia.
Do you ever play Oregon Trail as a kid?
You know what? No, I just like. No, actually, I never did. A lot of games. Honestly,
It probably would make as much sense because you're in Canada.
Redbeard just died of dysentery.
It's like here in Canada, there's so man, like I know, like if you name a state, I'm like, yeah, I know that state, but just to place them all on a map, I don't live in the States, so it's like there's 50 compared to here. We have what, 9 provinces and 2 territories or something.
10 provinces.
Sorry.
It needs more here.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of people in the states that couldn't place the states either. But
I just I thought Oregon was more like, but for whatever in my head, I knew that was like kind of in that area where you're saying, but I thought it would have been like one state in for some reason. I don't know why.
I was
Mhm.
surprised to find out that people in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan actually go to Minnesota to do some shopping because it's so close.
Oh,
to
really?
Oh, because they're probably getting around the roads and stuff, maybe.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
surprised.
And they probably got a better tax rate, honestly, because
I
Michigan, they
suppose
screw
that
you guys on
northern
taxes.
peninsula is kind of like it isn't really so much connected to Michigan as it's connected to Minnesota, isn't it? I'd have to
Yeah,
look at a map.
it's
Yeah.
not next to us.
Because isn't it like where it's connected is like Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan, which is on the other side of the Canadian Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. I think. Anyway, I'd have to look it up.
Well, back to the beer man. If you guys aren't familiar with his channel, make sure you check it out too. He puts comments out in the comment section. You can see the dots next to him, but he's one of the, I guess, newer ones I started watching here probably the last couple months or so. And the way the videos are done, I don't want to ruin it for you, but the way it's a fun video, a lot of good things he does, a lot of good editing, pulls it together, keeps you entertained throughout. So just check out his channel, and you'll see what I'm saying there.
Yeah, Beer Man,
I see it.
I really like his videos.
There, just so to you, dude.
Thanks a lot.
Let's try to get him to over 100 because he was at 87 last I looked. So all you guys in the comments,
You're at
sub him.
90. You're at 90 now, man.
Oh wow, went up.
You're freaking growing like a weed.
But what's going on? What are you drinking out there out west tonight?
Well, I just did a tasting. While I didn't know what was going on, like the email thing for the night. So I got this one. It's a fuck you. It's a Dazed and Confused theme here.
Okay.
Nice.
So like it says, I only came here to do two things: kick some ass and drink some beer. Looks like we're almost out of beer. You know, like that little thing he says or what in the movie.
Yeah.
Good. It's kind of different. It's like perfumey and floral.
Weird.
I'm more used to like citrus and I don't know.
So it's like a fuck you to the palate kind of thing.
Oh, I think you're right. But
does it say the hops and anything on the can, or
it's
did they put any?
hoppy here. There's the
It just says hoppy. Yeah. Yeah, they don't list the hops or anything. Got the independent craft beer label though.
yeah, 6.3%.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I gave it a 9.35 or something.
Okay. It was a soft 9.35.
Yeah.
So do you get Sweetwater out there where you're at?
I haven't seen. I'm always
Okay.
for stuff though, so if I see it, I'll pick it up.
Yeah, they're out of Atlanta. I just don't know how far the distribution or which way their distributing is going, but
Okay.
I'm just curious. Have you guys seen this beer around where you guys are at?
let's see what is that one.
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Fruit.
Midland Brewing Company, the Brute one you said earlier.
I've had brutes before, but not from that one, no.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
I was trying to get an idea of what their distribution's like. I really haven't had any of their beers before, but it's pretty good.
Well, we
Yeah.
do get. I know down here now we do get Old Nation and Ellison out of Michigan. That's what I was telling Eric because he was getting them up there. That Old Nation is fantastic, though.
Oh yeah, they're it was nice to see them do the Electron Brown Ale, kind of step
Mhm.
outside that New England IPA kind of territory.
I got my one here. It's kind of warm.
Which one is it?
Double fist.
You always
Yeah.
just put them together.
Yeah, maybe I will.
I got pictures of me double like that from New Year's. I was gonna use it as a profile picture, but I wasn't so sure about it.
Yeah, you gotta maybe be careful with those for sure.
Good times.
Let me see here. Richie Z says he's gonna sub to all you guys. So
Cheers.
it's like having a brew round
Thank you.
table.
Sub to all y'all.
Here,
Awesome. Thanks.
I'll put another weed in the chat. Wee.
Yeah, this helps Sexton Brewing out too by making sure you check out his channel. I mean, really, he does have a lot of good content. He's one of the newer ones, and I mentioned earlier he brews beers, but he actually, I
Man,
think it's still low down in his numbers. He needs more subs.
and he's just a really
Yeah, he's
fucking
only at
nice
49.
guy. He's just a really nice
Yeah.
guy. Ashley's a
Here.
nice guy. He's a good guy.
There is. I'm going to share his channel link in the chat. Everybody check him out because he's awesome. I think it went in there. There you
No,
go.
you failed, Nick.
Oh no, because I got to clear it.
You just scroll down.
Because failed.
There, that one worked. Now he's got 51. Literally has gotten 2 subscribers since I shared the link.
Ashley's like, I mean, he is like the professional when he does his channel, though. He's very thorough, very, very detailed.
His
As far as
delivery
being
is really
detail.
Yeah, his delivery is really good too. Like,
Mhm.
and that counts for being a YouTube presenter. You gotta make sure you convey your message as well as know what you're fucking talking about.
Yeah,
he's got both.
You know what?
He's like,
I have 800 subscribers, like over 800, and I don't know what the hell I'm talking about at all. So, you know.
Yeah.
You and me both,
yeah,
man.
yeah. we all concur with you, Redbeard. What are you gonna say, Beerman or Cody?
I'm trying to figure out how to go about my channel. Like I've got a couple videos up there about progress with that cream ale, but I don't really know what to do with it.
Do you want to talk about beer on your channel, or do you want to do something different? Or you can make it about you and just have a variety of stuff.
Yeah, I was thinking about doing something with, because I play guitar, so I was thinking about doing something with like some guitar lessons and maybe some lessons on how to brew beer.
There's
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah.
Place where you go and learn a couple of different skills, I guess.
Yeah.
See what comes.
Randomly, do any of you guys know of Gus Johnson?
We should play together.
Gus Johnson, he's a YouTuber, and he just hit 1 million subscribers.
Holy
And
fuck!
he does like all these just like kind of generally super short, random, but fucking hilarious sketches. But it's like they're so random and stuff. It's just like what, like to get an idea of how you can make a channel without really having any specific focus kind of thing. Like he does reviews of Dr. Phil videos and stuff and like all this other shit. And there's the one video, there's a guy, he's actually from my hometown, North Bay, Ontario. His name was Troy Herchubees, and he made a bear suit. Like, you know how they have like shark suits and stuff? This guy made a bear suit, and it was the most ridiculous thing you've ever seen. But like this suit he made, it was like a way less mobile version of Iron Man kind of thing. Like just this ridiculous thing, and he died. And the guy reviews his video, and it's just he makes his own thing, and it's Gus Johnson. I check him out; he's funny.
Nice.
He's there's some of his shit is like I'm just thinking in my head right now. It's really fucking funny. It's so good.
Watch him tonight.
Like you just like put his channel on random and just watch some of this shit. And he doesn't. Yeah, like he's got. I'm pretty sure he went to college or something for music of some kind because he's really good at. He does like music videos and stuff on his channel where he's like really
Right.
strong and stuff, and it's really well done. The most recent one was he bought a keytar, and it was all about like the video is so he can use the key, so he can write off the keytar because like his job is on YouTube. So he bought the keytar to make the YouTube video saying that it's a tax write-off. It's just, it's fucking awesome. It's so good. It's so good.
Need a tax write-off.
Yeah.
Here.
At least you guys get stuff for your taxes there.
I did not.
I got like $700 this year. It wasn't terrible.
Look.
Let me see here. Something fall?
I got kicked out.
What happened?
playing. She's playing Fortnite.
Oh, you got kicked off the internet.
No, I got kicked out of the living room. My girlfriend
Oh.
Fortnite.
I was looking at the comments and I heard the stuff. I came back and was like, "What happened?"
I can never get into Fortnite. I don't like having to build things while I'm trying to shoot people. It's weird.
Yeah, she was
Wait.
showing some. She was amazed by She was running around. She had a banana skin on or something.
Yeah, I've seen that ridiculous. There's a lot of ridiculous skins.
I was always into I got into Halo. That was the first big video game that I got into.
I said for my first was my first kind of series I ever really got into would have been Command and Conquer, like the old school original Command and Conquer, which they're remastering and re-releasing this year at some point.
Series. I used to be a huge fan of Metroid back in the day.
Wow, there's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Zelda. The first Zelda, and I wasn't a fan of the second Zelda, but the first Zelda for the original Nintendo and the first Zelda for the Super Nintendo were both amazing games.
By the time that I was old enough to play video games, those game systems were starting to go out a little bit, unfortunately.
How much of a small child are you? My God, man.
I am 20. Well, I'm going to be 23 in about a week here.
Holy crap.
Oh,
So
geez.
when you're in the States somewhere, right?
Yeah.
So you just became legal to drink like 2 years ago.
Well, that doesn't mean that I wasn't drinking way before.
In other words, you're telling us you had a GameCube when you were 5.
That's crazy. I remember the day that we got, it was for Christmas, and it was for me, and it was a gift for all of us, me and my sisters combined. I have 2 sisters, and it was the original Nintendo. And we opened, I was excited, but we have a picture, I don't know where it is, and it's captured. My sister Erin is literally like in mid scream, and it's the funniest picture you've ever seen in your life. Just like, just losing her fucking mind over it.
Oh shit, let me see if I can find it. There's a picture of me on Christmas Day in 1987 of me and my brother getting a Atari 7800 for Christmas, and we're ecstatic.
Remember that thing.
Let me see if I can find it.
7,800.
In television.
That was back in the day.
Yeah, I actually still have my Xbox original. I've kept that at my mom and dad's house. That might be worth someday.
I still have my original SNES somewhere and my original PlayStation 1. My PlayStation 1 is weird. It's very unique because it has a switch on top. This is like black toggle switch that turns. It's soldered to the fucking main board to turn the lid sensor on and off.
On your PlayStation?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like the swapping technique that I used to use.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that. Yeah.
The demo disc was the best thing. Like you turn it on, but it would think the lid was closed, but it's actually open. And it would spin up with the original game, the game you want to play in there, and it would stop. You take that out, put the other game in. You spin up, stop, swap it again.
So you
spin
can
up,
bypass
stop,
the
swap one more time, and you could play any game, man. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah. I used to have my 360 online until that got banned.
I had a 360 a couple years ago and started trying to get back into gaming, but I don't know, it just never caught on again for me.
Yeah.
Same here.
I got the PS3 or PS4, so as you can see, I put a stream up last night. I still game. It gives me a nice tranquility at the end of the day. Do a little gaming.
Yeah,
I just
I don't know if tranquility's from Call of Duty when I'm shooting people, but that might not be good.
The original PlayStation was the last console I ever owned. I've been straight up PC ever since.
I haven't gotten any of the new ones, but I had all 3 of the last generation PS3, Xbox 360, and the Wii. I haven't got anything new since then.
If I was gonna get something, I'd probably get the Switch, just because it's different.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
My girlfriend just got a Switch 2 months ago, I think it was. That's what she's been playing Fortnite on. It seems pretty neat, though. It seems like you can use it like a tablet. From what I've seen.
Yeah.
I haven't really messed around with it too much, but it seems like pretty neat little device.
Oh, you need another one.
You need what?
You got one on the side there? You got your refrigerator? You gotta go get one, man. You ran out.
Who, me? You talking to me, Beer Man, or
I don't know. I hope everyone hears me.
I
Oh,
can hear you, but I gotta go get me one here in a second. But I don't know if you're talking to me or you're talking to someone else that said they ran out.
I was sitting there wondering, are you talking to me? I just ran out too.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't be drawing attention to myself right now.
Well, the Robert De Niro video.
What
you
is that?
talking to
Nobody
me?
expects the Spanish Inquisition here. It's just
my cuppeth runneth emptieth. I need to
my
refill
cup
it.
of emptieth.
You need to refill.
I'm
I
like,
my
next
I got
one.
the back watch, man. You guys had that?
Which
Yeah,
one?
I-
Rogue? What do we see? Put it up there again, Beer Man. No, I haven't seen Basquatch. I haven't seen that one yet.
Very pineapple-y. It's
Is
a
it
hazy.
IPA?
It's a hazy.
There we go. Going back to the video game topic. There's me and my brother getting our 7800 for. I'm the small one.
nice.
I think I remember. I don't really know what's going on, but Chris is ecstatic.
Yeah. He
I
knows
was,
what's
I
happening.
was 7 years old at the time, so
That's
Yeah.
great.
It's an Atari 7800.
the Atari 7800. Still have it too.
So you asked him what did we get, and he said a can of whoop ass for you. That's what we got.
I got my ass. What did I get for Christmas? My ass beat. I'm gonna get another beer. I'll be right back.
Yeah, we were talking about video games last night. We ran through a lot of different ones for sure. Some of the better games of the 80s and 90s in the arcades.
One of my favorite arcade games was the original Ninja Turtles arcade game.
Oh,
Yeah, we talked about Ninja Turtles last night. Yeah, or Thursday night, I should say.
What's the one where you hit the triggers and you have to get a ball through the different obstacles or whatever? Man, I can't think of the name of it.
You hit different triggers, like
Yeah, you got a couple triggers on the side of it. It's like a long board, and you got kind of different obstacles that you can get through.
I'm trying to think. Was that like there was like an obstacle game I remember back in the day. I'm trying to think if that was it. What was it, like Obstacle Run or something, maybe? My camera froze up.
Pinball machines, I think it is.
Oh, you just talk about pinball machines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
I was just about a video game when it went through obstacles.
yeah, I like those machines. I have fun when I play those. As far as arcade games go.
Right. Beerman's just cracking up.
all I saw was a frozen face of Rod, just like.
Man, I kept wanting to say ping pong.
That's
fun to
with
come
the
out.
paddles.
Yeah.
There we go. I was trying to figure out my camera here. My camera was screwed up for a second.
Oh, I thought it was me for a second. Because I was having them issues earlier.
No, I just saw the UPS thing was out a little bit, so.
Hey, sorry that I moved rooms a couple times and everything. It's my first time. I think I'm doing okay. I'm a quiet person normally, so for me to get on here is kind of a big accomplishment.
We're all about big steps on the show, so we're glad we got you on here.
Yeah, I would have fun joining on here again.
Yeah, occasionally I'll do like some of the hangouts and stuff away from our regular show, but we try to have fun and a good time. Now I've got now it's switched up my system, so now it's like I'm in a kung fu flick. I'm talking, but the list ain't moving till later. Hello, hello, hello. It says it might be caught up now. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, freaking OBS and Google trying to put them both together is just like a pain.
So
Richie Z said, "Are there still arcades?" We actually have some arcade bars now where you have the video games and you have alcohol. Usually, you'll play for free, but it's like all kinds of beer, liquor, and wine there.
there's something kind of like that out in Frankenmuth
Yeah,
by me. When we go out there, we'll take my son out to this little arcade, and they got a little bar in there too. You can grab a beer while you're in there.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll try and win him a bunch of tickets while we're there and everything, though, so we can get a good prize.
Eric Gilbert said, "Would love to play Atari Test Drive arcade game again." He wants to go back and play. Yeah, Lee was asking, was he just talking about damn pinball? Yeah, he was at pinball. We were figuring out.
Oh, he's crashed on it, I think.
The Easter Bunny's about to come hopping through the house. We're
Yeah,
getting that. Oh, man.
Yeah, Gilbert said he has to work tomorrow. He's on call this weekend, but hopefully he'll get nothing tomorrow from Richie as well. So, yeah, it's one more day before it's back to the grind.
I somehow thought that it was Sunday night right now, up until now. I thought I had to work at 10 a.m. I'm actually off tomorrow. I don't know how I thought that. Yay
Were
me.
you off Friday?
I was off Friday, Saturday, and
Sunday, yeah.
Friday today, and then also tomorrow.
Yeah, I always appreciate the holidays away from the hospital. It's really nice.
Nice. I got a
Nice.
bunch of jobs to do next week, though. I'm gonna be a dirty, greasy, fucking bastard by the end of the week. Holy crap!
More than usual.
Thinking the same thing. I love the same thing. Nick beat me to the punch on that one.
Love you guys. You're the best.
All right, since Nick's back, I'm going to get a beer. Nick, you're the elder statesman, so you're in charge.
Oh God, we're going. We're going.
Don't let Red Beer get his band.
Oh God.
Yep.
We don't have Greg on here.
The Olympics aren't happening right now. You're fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Don't be watching any Stanley Cup playoffs in the background either.
I'm going to go grab one of my home brews real quick.
Do it up.
Yes.
I'm going to take a quick
Nick's in charge, so he's gonna turn his back to us and take a picture.
Oh yeah, I gotta take a picture. We'll keep talking,
Yeah.
Red Beard.
Go ahead, take a picture.
Said no one ever. Oh. Told you we were gonna go down.
I am going to poison you in your sleep while you're here, just so you know.
What?
No
appreciation for any of the amazing beers I'm going to bring up with me.
It's gonna be a slow poison. So I'll make it so I'll poison you here, but you'll die at the fest. So everyone will think that it's like alcohol poison.
Well, I'm planning to bring a can of this stuff up.
That looks nice.
Trailway Voyager. Trailway's a brewery out of Fredericton, New Brunswick. One of my favorites. They've been doing a great job making like New England style IPAs.
Yeah,
this one's brewed with.
They make a lot of IPAs that look really good.
Look how hazy that is.
Super hazy, super milky.
Oh yeah.
I love
Brewed with Galaxy hops. 8% double IPA.
Nice.
Very, very creamy too.
Creamy.
Yeah, and super fresh.
Nick's like the creamy.
Shut up.
Big fan of the creamy.
Canned April 10th, so it's like a week old.
Grand 4.
So I guess while we're waiting for Rod to come back, let's do a beer call. What's everybody drinking? Redbeard?
Still ransack the universe.
Still ransack the universe. You haven't finished that yet.
Second can. Fuck you.
Hey, what are you drinking, beer guy? I haven't. Or is it beer man? There's a beer guy from Canada, so I'm just like, oh man, this beer's something, right?
I'm on the Bad Squatch. Rogue's Bad Squatch.
Rogue's Bad Squatch. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think you were talking about that before I took off here. Right on. No. And Cody, we're waiting for him to come back to show us whatever homebrew he's got. And let me take a look at see. Is there any comments here? If I can find the window that was in. Maybe I closed out of it. I'm such a crappy
Fail.
host, aren't
Fail.
I? Well, such a shitty host.
That's why I have my tablet, man. My tablet has all the comments right here. It's great.
Oh, well, you're Redbeard. How do you volunteer?
I'm not even sure we were though. There's so many. No.
Hey, Cody.
Richie Z, sub to me. Cheers,
All right,
man.
we're still on. Okay.
Yeah, no, we still haven't. Redbeard hasn't played any Olympic curling and gotten your channel banned.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did he bring up curling again?
No.
Yeah.
I kept talking so that he couldn't. I was showing everybody this glorious double IPA I'm drinking from Fredericton, New Brunswick. And what's that you got there, Cody?
I got my homebrew IPA that I did. It's my first that I ever brewed.
Yeah, I think it looks undercarbonated.
That is a real
It's over carbonated.
I said under. I was being-
Undercarbonated.
Oh,
He was joking about your large head.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna have trouble getting that big head in his mouth.
Yeah,
What hops did you use in it? Just to make conversation.
like 4 fingers right there. Holy shit!
that's what she said.
Four fingers. They call that the Kit Kat.
Jesus Christ. Nick Bass, what hops are in the beer? What hops are in the beer?
There's actually a hop in this beer that I've never heard of before. Called the Falconer's Flight hop. I don't know if you guys are.
Oh, I've
Yeah,
heard
that's actually mixed of 7 different hops.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the 7 C's, original
Hey, you know
7
what?
C's.
Screw these guys. I'm with you. I've never heard of it either, man. Yeah.
Well, you don't brew beer.
Well, still.
I had something with Falconer's Flight in it, or at least I know somebody who did, and I can't remember which one.
You know what? I brewed one batch of beer at the Cayman Kettle 2 years ago. God damn it. I did it.
Last year. Anyway, Falconer's Flight is a proprietary blend of Pacific Northwest hops. Yeah, okay, so it is a blend of the 7 C's.
I just told you that.
All right. Yeah. I wasn't discrediting what you were saying. I'm just
Don't try to Google me, son.
Jesus.
Trying to tear down Rod's credibility over here.
So tell me about your beer. What kind of flavors are
You're coming through kind of choppy there, beer man.
what kind of flavors are you getting out of your homebrew?
That was way better.
As far as the fruit flavor, I've been able to pick up kind of a lot of mango. That was a big flavor that I get out of it. It's a
It's a
really
little more tropical then.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of citrus too.
What's the ABV of this beer that you brewed?
About 6.2.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Respectable.
Decent average IPA range.
When did you put the hops into the boil?
There's a few different hop additions. One in the beginning of the boil, one in like mid boil, and then one towards the end.
Did
Okay.
you dry hop? Was it dry hopped at all?
No,
No?
I thought about doing that though, but then I got thinking about how many ounces of hops that were in it, and I was like, well, I don't want to overdo it too,
Yeah.
Well, again, like you're trying to get like the feel for different hops and stuff, like you were saying. So, yeah,
Well,
once you
the-
know the ones that you like the most, then then you might want to do some dry hopping type additions. But yeah,
Oh yeah,
I mean, after the last 10 minutes, anything's going to be extras for flavor anyway.
Right.
yeah, but still,
Everything else is getting boiled out before then.
but again, like adding those dry hops while it's doing its thing.
Yeah, we'll just have
I-
it would
I-
add more. I would add
I've
more
had-
flavor.
I want to say a few of my top rated beers that I've had, flavor wise, have had a fair bit of dry hopping going on.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like just the flavor you can get from that, it's crazy.
I was to a podcast today
Mm-hmm.
that he was talking about like how they make hazy IPA, and they actually add just a little bit of bitter, and then they go at a very warm temperature in the whirlpool when they add all the aromatics and the flavoring hops. And then when they dry hop at three days at a time. They'll do like a double dry hop to get all the flavors and stuff. That's why you get like really low IBUs in those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
just really interesting to see how these beers are brewed. I haven't brewed in a very long time, so I have to get caught up with this. It's amazing. Like things have
well, yeah,
advanced.
like there's so many different styles that you can
Right.
do, and there's so many like every style has so many different adjuncts and variations you can go on. Like beer, like I did when I first started out, I did 1,000 beer reviews in 1,000 days. I never missed a day for 1,000 days.
It sound like me.
And well, now I'll miss a day here and there. I now it's just meh. But that was my goal initially. I did that, and yeah, just I said like I could do the same thing I'm doing. I could do a beer a day for the rest of my life and not even really scratch the surface of what's out there. Like there's so many beers being like in say even just Ontario where I am. There's so many breweries here now that I'm gonna say at least one beer is released by one of these breweries pretty much every day.
Wow.
And it yeah, and like I'm not trying all these beers because so many are just like brewery exclusive, and they're so Ontario's a big place, you can't get to them all. So
Mhm.
You literally can't be completionist anymore.
yeah, exactly. You're never gonna try them all. It's crazy. There's
Like
so
there was a
many
point in
beers.
time, like every beer that we had in the New Brunswick liquor store here, I had tried everything, but now it's impossible.
Oh,
Beers are too expensive. Some of like the nicer stuff are coming in like $15 a bottle or something
Wait.
like that. It's just getting
I
ridiculous.
saw one today. It was Oscar Blues 1050, and
Oh yeah.
it was like $20 for a can of that though.
$20
20
for a can.
No.
Barrel
Oh,
aged
wait a minute. You had the bourbon barrel aged 1050.
Yeah.
You had the
What
big
what
can.
That's it.
but was it but
It's
was it
good shit. I've had it before, but
was
Yeah,
it
but it's not 20
Hang on,
here
it's
usually, but
$20
somebody might
beer.
some
Oh.
stores probably gouging a little bit on it.
Yeah.
I don't think I couldn't
Oh
pay
no,
$20 for a can of beer. I paid $20 twice now, I think, for a big 750 bottle of beer. But for a can, my God.
That's a lot. That is a lot. I saw that same 1050 one. It's oak barrel aged, and
Yeah.
about $11 over where I was. So
Jeez.
Yeah. Where I'm at it's like 11 something too.
Right.
2 years ago,
But-
Joe brought one of those
I
up.
don't think I've ever even seen a can of beer priced over $10.
for a
Like,
What? Really?
for one can of beer, I
Oh,
don't think
for one can? Well,
yeah, I don't think I've ever like the highest I think I've ever paid for
Talking
one
about
can of beer was like
specifically
$8.
for a can, right? Not a bottle.
No, I can't like a tall boy, a big 473 ml can.
You're
I
talking
wanna
about
say
over like 10 Canadian, right, or American.
either or. Like
And I'll say if you got the Oscar Blues up there, you'd be over that with that can.
yeah, a lot of the beers you guys try don't make it up here. So
Yeah.
I've never heard of that, never seen that, never tried that.
Here you go, Oscar Blues getting your distribution.
Yeah, but like I've had like even like 11.9% imperial stouts and stuff. You know, some
Yeah.
big ABV, amazing beers. It'll be like maybe $5.50 a can kind of thing.
Yeah. Now you think about like CBS here, it's like 27 in a lot of places.
If that was in a
That's like
can,
it's a 22-ounce bottle. So if it was a can, it'd be $11 can.
we had the smaller can. We had the smaller bottle that came here, and it was I think $8.95 a bottle. So
Yeah.
if that was transferred into a can, there'd be a bit more beer, so they up the price a bit. That probably would be a $10 can right there, probably. But it wasn't a can, so it doesn't quite compare to what we're saying. That's probably the most expensive small bottle of beer I've ever purchased.
Do you think that they base it off of locale, and where you have to be distributed from? This, that. Do you think they base it off of alcohol content? What do you think they base it off of? this price?
Personally, I see like ABV as kind of being the
No, because there's high ABV at
Yeah.
lower stuff, lower prices.
yeah, but like
You get a high ABV, lower stuff. I mean,
generally though, the higher ABV stuff is going to be generally a bit higher priced.
it
And then
trends that way.
if they use a lot of crazy adjuncts in the beer, that'll
Yeah.
drive up the
Yeah.
price. Like
Yeah.
Well,
the
I mean,
things I found,
at a basic level, the higher the ABV, the higher probably the more amount of ingredients go into said beer, and
Yeah, but
that can push it up.
but on the
I mean,
flip side,
you can go the other way with like lambics and sours because some of those only pushing 3 to 3.5% will
Yeah,
cost
exactly.
more than
I was
It's
gonna say
Yeah.
I've seen some lower ABV beers that they want to charge this crazy price for, and
yeah.
for me again in my head I'm just like, you know, I want to drink the beer and maybe get a bit of a buzz. This super expensive beer, that's not gonna do it for me.
I
Like,
just want to get drunk.
hey man, like, ABV per dollar kind of thing. It's a value thing, you know. Like that Licking Hole Creek. When Greg first started buying it, it was like 3 something a can apparently. Now it's $4 a can. I went to Sudbury. I saw it for my first time in my life. I bought 2 cans, and I
Yeah.
drank those 2 cans, and I cracked open a third beer that night, and halfway through I'm like, I can't have any more beer at this point, and had to pour that out because it was like those 2 beers. So so basically $8. I didn't even there was no I shouldn't have cracked open the third beer. $8 would have been like, I'm good. I am now nicely
Night.
kind of having a good time this evening. Enjoyed the beer, the really good beers, and
Mhm.
yeah, I recommend. And Licking Hole Creek, I've had 3 beers by them now. I recommend the brewery. It's pretty cool.
I had the Heir Apparent. It was pretty good. The one that Greg sent me.
That's what I was talking about. It's 11 point. So no, it's 11.2.
Yeah, and if I recall correctly, Greg was only paying like 3 something a can for that. That's a fucking amazing deal for an imperial stout.
He got it super early, and it was that price. And then he mentioned that they jacked the price up. It's $4 a can now, but even $4 a can,
Even that's worth it.
like Sparkle Puff is $4.95. That is 10.2%.
That's par for the course when it comes to IPAs, dude.
Heir Apparent. No, the Sparkle Puff is triple IPA. But anyway,
well, yeah, but I'm just saying, of that caliber of beer, shut up, beer.
No, but Heir Apparent, I'm in the middle of my goddamn sentence. Heir Apparent is 11.2% and 95 cents cheaper. So, like, yeah, it's the better deal.
It's not always ABV though.
No, but again, like the flavor and stuff, like Sparkle Puff is really good for a high ABV IPA. But Heir
Does that
Apparent,
one does that have glitter in that one?
no, it
I mean, with a name like Sparkle Puff, you should have glitter in your beer.
you know what? Speaking of, like, maybe that's the whole like reason it had all the sediment. It has so much sediment, so much sediment.
If there was ever a name for a glitter beer, that would be it.
Looks like a snow globe.
I mean, Sparkle Puff. It's like you have to put your pinky in the air when you drink.
Yeah, the most I've spent on a pack of beer that I know for sure, 20 for some Boss Tweed.
Oh man,
Ball Sweet, some good stuff.
You saying like
I spent $20 on a bottle of West Letter and 12 once.
No.
I spent $20 on a bottle of Highlander Spring, and it was fucking horrible.
I had some bought $20 for some brewery beer as well from the brewery.
Well, it was
a $20 beer at the brewery.
No, from the brewery. Like, you know, the brewery.
You bought a growler or something?
No,
it was a bottle.
It was $20 for a can or a pint.
No, one of those corked bottles from the brewery. I forget what the.
Oh, just like the bottle, like a large bottle.
Yeah.
that's the name of the company.
That's the name of the brewery. The brewery, BERVEU.
Yeah, oh, I know them. I haven't been overly impressed.
It wasn't Black Tuesday, but it was the same brewery.
I haven't been overly impressed with their beers. Although I had the Guava Libre last night, which actually was pretty good.
Oh, it was like 10 Lords of Leaping or something. I think it's like one of the Christmas beers.
Yeah, I think I got a 9 Lords of Leaping down there or something.
What's been a really good deal for me though is the home brewing. Shit, 5 gallons for $25. I mean, that's pretty good.
Yeah, depending on what style you're brewing.
Depends on what you're brewing, yeah.
I've got an area in my apartment kind of vacated and set up and well, not set up, but empty, and that's like where I want to set up my home brewing.
Are you going to start brewing?
Yeah, I want to pretty badly. I've wanted to for a little while now. Like ever since I went to the Cayman Kettle and brewed some beer, and at the Cayman Kettle, this is like well now they have a bigger bright tank and fermenter all that stuff like the big guys do. But when I went there, everything they brewed was in one like carboy. Like it was like one small little fucking thing. So they're brewing just like you would doing homebrew basically. So I brewed a batch of beer, and Chad, the albino rhino, had done it before, so he let me do basically everything.
Right.
I ground the grains, I did fucking everything, I poured stuff and this and that, and it wasn't that hard at all. And I feel like
Looks good.
I could do that. Like, and I know I can get a couple empty broken kegs from the brewery here in town for next to nothing, to use as my like vessels, and
So-
away you go.
Right. That's what I'm doing right now, actually.
I've seen things where
That's awesome.
people have repurposed kegs as like their boil kettles, their ferment, different things like that.
Yeah.
Seem to work out just fine for them too.
But you can buy like I came in Kettle. They had this. It was
It's
called the Brewmeister or something. It was like a one kettle system that does everything from start to finish. It's got all these screens and stuff built in, so you can do dry hopping and fucking all this crazy shit, filter and stuff. And I think it's about $3,000 for that system. But like you can get like I talked about something or liked something at one point. Now Facebook gives me ads all the time because they listen. They listen to you. And there's a couple companies out there that make these like crazy like 3 kettle systems and all programmable and shit. You can like look at it from your phone while you're out of town and stuff. And like
Mm-hmm.
there's some crazy, but I guess a pilot system is what they call it now because like the one brewery here in town, the new one that opened up, has a full-on 3-tank small pilot system that is like probably worth at least $5,000 or $6,000. And yeah, you want to try a beer? You want to try to make a beer without making the huge batch? That's what you want to do. It's awesome.
See, for me, like an automated system kind of would take the fun out of it for me because, like the other night, I was paying attention to that cream ale that I have fermenting, and I'm like, yep, it's probably going to need a blow off tube. So I had to stay up an extra hour and just kind of keep an eye out on it. And sure enough, I needed a blow off tube. I kind of enjoy that hands on aspect
No,
of it.
That's cool. Like, well, I'm not saying like these ones. They're not like, they're still kind of hands on, but like with a super jimmy rigged homemade system, you're gonna obviously have more hands on stuff. Like these new ones, again, like you can check on stuff. Like if you're out of town and you got something doing a fermentation thing or some kind of shit happening, and it's gonna take a couple weeks, you just check on it and stuff. But yeah, there's still the hands on approach to that. But yeah, to start out, I'm probably gonna do something very homemade, probably.
I being in Oregon, I got so sick and tired of brewing outdoors in the rain and the elements that I stopped brewing for at least 3 years to try and build an electric system. I'm finally almost freaking done with the damn thing, but
Damn, man.
oh my god! I mean, I wish I was brewing, man. I would have learned a lot. I stopped. I totally said no, fuck it. I'm not gonna do this. I'm not gonna brew. I don't want to brew this way anymore because it sucked. I hated it. After a while, I was like, dude, this ain't right. Chill down all slow forever, 3-4 hours for it to finally get to 72 degrees or what pitching temp. It's like, dude, okay. But now it's I'm getting the right, the right chillers, the right pumps, my system's all TC clamps and it's a keg system, but it's nice, it's
It takes some time. Some of that stuff's a little bit pricey.
So pricey and it's killing me, but it's gonna be worth it. It's like building a car, it's gonna be nice.
That's awesome, man.
Soon.
It'll be a beer before you know it.
got a new one here from Bowie Beer Company out of our local. It's a local brewery in Astoria, Oregon.
Oh.
It's a 7.5%. It's an excellent IPA. Just in case you guys come out to this area.
Oh boy, boy. Oh boy.
Ha.
See, I live in a coastal province in Canada, so I hear boy jokes all the time. It's just
Yeah.
and I'm being a lame ass trying to make one. Anyway.
Wow, good pour on that one. Nice pour.
Yeah.
Nice pour.
The lacing on, I'm surprised the lacing on my home brew's actually been not too bad. Nothing about it's been bad.
Nice.
That's
Be-
good.
Is it like it's like half beer and half head at this point? Is that who poured that? Okay.
Why are you knocking his head, Red?
Yeah, quit teasing his head.
Just so you'd say that rhyme right there. That was
I
great.
was surprised.
Actually, having a head is good.
What is that tattoo on your goddamn wrist? Do you have like that would freak me out every single day. I'd look down at my arm and get fucking scared at just like what?
He's who?
No, beer man. That had tattoo on your arm there.
Beer Man's tat?
Yeah, it's like there's like a spider or something there. What is that? Let's
He's
show it.
probably Spider-Man. That's your idol, right? Spider-Man?
Right there. Yeah. I would love to have like maybe like
You
one
should
of those
embrace the
tattoos.
spiders if you like Spider-Man.
I was in the Navy and I went off the hook tattoos for a while there, and then I stopped getting them. But
That one there, yeah. If I'd wake up almost daily and look at that and probably freak right out. I'd be like, ah!
people think I'm in.
I like spiders, but from a distance. Like if I turn around and there's a big spider like in my face, I will do the whole like jump around, fucking freak out dance thing. I
Jump
fucking
around,
yeah, they
jump
freak me out.
around,
Yeah,
jump up, get down, jump. Oof. Sorry.
Really?
Have you seen the Jim Carrey movie, Me, Myself, and Irene?
That's an old movie. Yeah.
Oldish, but there's a scene in that movie where like he's driving around and there's a tarantula on him, and he pulls over the car and jumps out and does the dance. I do that exact same dance.
Yeah.
You're proud of that moment?
No, not at all. I hate the spiders freak me out that much. Like I've been like having a shower or something like that, and I'll turn around and randomly there's a spider in my shower, and it's like, oh! And like grab like handfuls of water and throw it at the thing and make it go down the drain, kind of shit. Yeah, it's bad. It's bad.
You know what's scary? My buddy and I, back when we were 16, we tried to catch a baby goose, and Mama Goose came running up on us.
Oh, no.
Experience.
Like I've never. Yeah, geese will fuck you up, man.
Insane. They are insane. Don't fuck with geese.
15, 16.
I've just always kept my distance. Like just always keep a give them a clear berth and they'll leave you alone. But you mess with them at all, and they will peck the crap out of you, man. Like
Unless you hit them back.
You say that
if you're gonna stand there, they'll keep backing you.
Rod, look up Canadian geese attack videos on YouTube and watch what happens when people try to defend themselves.
Do not like freak out more geese. More
geese.
They do not like the cobra chicken.
They got backup, man. Geese will fuck you up.
So basically, you got geese by goose by geeses.
Canadian geese, they have human-sized crap.
It's not like it's the birds or something, you know.
Their crap is huge. It's so big.
And a lot of comments on this for liking the beards, I guess. So I didn't realize everybody had a beard on here tonight.
Oh shit, we all do.
Yeah.
I'm the one that's like partial, so it's inadequate.
I forgot.
Nick, have you ever grown a full beard?
It doesn't grow in fully on one side, so I just used that.
Yeah, but you know what? Me, like growing it in initially for like the first couple weeks, I want to say it's this side right here. It kind of comes in a little bit patchy, but you just gotta like let it like right now. I'm at the point where I hate the bottom of it. Things are like getting wavy and shit. You just gotta let it go. You just gotta ignore it and just like let it grow for like.
You're gonna tie it up like a Lou Albano, Captain Lou. Get that little rubber band on there.
I was at the point where I could braid this shit, man. I could braid it. I was able to braid it. I can't anymore. I can't.
Well, Beer Man puts us all down. I mean, Beer Man's got it going all over, so
Like
he's
I
got
said,
it solid.
if I hadn't done Movember, I would have him beat right now.
Yeah,
This thing relentless, man.
they got out of the hospital about this because I can't put a mask on for isolation rooms and have a good seal.
Yeah,
I'll tell you one thing. Here's my buddy Don that
Ooh,
I was hanging out with. I was hanging out with him at St. John Beer Fest last weekend, and he's got a pretty fucking.
I'd be
long
at
beard,
least
so-
I'd be about equal with him, I think, if I hadn't shaved.
Rhubarb Black IPA. Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a black IPA at all.
No. Oh man.
Yeah, I got that review's coming up on my channel tomorrow. I finally did an actual review of it at the fest. So
It was pretty good.
Nice.
It's a pretty good beer, but it's not any kind of IPA at all.
yeah, I wouldn't call it a black IPA so much, but it was the rest of the flavors were pretty good on
so
it.
you're saying the company's lying? Is that what you're saying?
I would say it's probably more like a decent like dark ale.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I had the New England IPA from New Ontario, and it's an India Red Ale, basically. It's completely clear.
Huh.
I've never had a completely clear New England IPA before. And like I even looked it up. Like I had a small sample at the brewery before I bought the can, being like, do I want to buy more than one can of this? Let me try it. And I looked at it, I was like, it's like red, very red. And I'm like, it's pretty good. So I'm like, I bought a couple cans. And before I did my review, I went into Google and I was like, New England IPA. Just to like look at kind of what people's definitions and what they have as far, and almost every single one of them was like something about the haze craze, and like very, very hoppy and juicy kind of. That's a New England IPA.
right.
This one, again, like it's juicy, but the malt flavors in there are like up enough that they kind of like equally balance out. So it's
Right.
an India Red Ale. That's what I get. Like I've had a few India Red Ales or red IPAs, whatever you call them, and I like them. But they're more of like the IPA juicy flavor with some of that good malty flavor on like the same. It's not New England IPA, and it's my hometown brewery, so I hated bitching them out for it, kind of. But like, you know, I'm honest on my channel. And
You're not. It's not your. I mean, you might be a reviewer, but it's not your job to be friends with every beer that they make. I mean, if
Oh,
they
that's true.
fuck up, they fuck up.
yeah,
Yeah,
I love them. Like I'm friends with the people there and stuff, but I'm not gonna say like, oh, this is just
You're not gonna suck the beer's dick just because you're friends with the brewers, right?
Look at this
For lack of a better way of putting
Look
it.
at this new interpretation of an India of New
Fucking
England
Canadians, I tell you.
All right, we went a little too far.
It's like,
man.
whoa.
You'd be holding up the red beer and be like, look at check out this new interpretation that they're making of the New England style IPA. It's so awesome. I love it.
It's like interpretive dance. No one understands it. The fuck is this shit? You know?
Let's go to my camera.
The hell?
What the
ID
hell is
cam.
that? Rod, what is happening over there?
My camera, my computer's getting twitchy.
Oh.
Twitchy.
We're all being hacked.
Probably Russia.
Damn Russians. There we go.
See if it comes back. I was trying to flip around to another camera that I didn't want to use.
Richie Z actually he asked in the comments where I'm in North Bay, Ontario.
Hey, Rod, you have a very round.
Have a very what?
You have a very round white head.
Oh see. I missed the comments from earlier. Although Chris was commenting, Peter stopped writing Nick's jokes.
Yeah, shut up, Chris.
Chris, I sent you a link too.
Yeah, come on, Chris. Meet me, Chris.
And then Eclipse Brewing, Steven was in the chat, says he can run his own nano brewery through Alexa. And
What? Dang
all
it.
remote. He can do it all remotely and watch the temps and volumes by using Alexa on his nano brewery.
Why not? Hey Alexa, how's my beer doing?
You betcha.
That'd be kind of cool.
Which eclipsed that orange kush. That's all I'm gonna say. But for the people that tested it for me, it was solid. I used the same survey group that Bumpy did on his channel.
And 16-year-old Cody would be disappointed in me. I have not smoked a touch of weed today.
Say 6-year-old Cody.
This is Cody Jr.
Were you smoking weed at 6?
Don't believe me, I am very high. Well, I was high. Not anymore.
Hey, it's legal here. I haven't touched any today, which I wish I could have.
Legal here and legal in my state, so we're good.
Thing is, for me, if I get into an accident at work, the emergency room is 7 floors or less below me. So I'm not faking my way out of anything. I'm screwed.
Let's see here.
Yeah, jobs out there.
Steven has said glitter about that one as well. He said, haha, glitter all the way. Talking about the beer that Red Beard mentioned. What was it? Sparkle something? Sparkle Bum?
Sparkle Puff.
Sparkle Puff. Just be a guy at the bar sitting there. Hi, I'd like to get a Sparkle Puff. 2 pints, please.
A Sparkle Puff with extra chunks.
You just can't make it sound manly enough.
Can you swirl it, please?
You say it doesn't sound manly, but it's like this is a 10.2% triple IPA, and you have a couple pints and you're fucking schmammered. It's got a funny name, but it's a fucking hardcore beer.
You get a couple of pints of that and you're like, sparkles.
Yeah.
Sparkly.
Red Beer walking through the bar. I smell sparkles. It's sparkles. Sparkle Beard is here. Sparkles.
It's Flying Monkeys, so like a lot of the beers have weird names. Just the way they are.
My God.
Red's like, you can call me Sparkle Beard.
You know what? I'm gonna get some sparks to put my beer.
Sparkle Beard.
I'm gonna do it.
Oh.
I hate that I've already tried Sparkle Puff now because I want to do it with a Sparkle Beard now. Sparkle Beard. You guys laugh. I like Sparkle Beard. That's great. That's great. I'm down.
Could definitely work. Work.
My name is Sparkle Beard, and for the beer of today. Yeah.
Little sparkling outfit.
No, I'm not going that far. No, fuck that. No.
Put you in a sparkle jacket.
No. If you want to buy me one, sure, but I'm gonna get one myself.
Just be some rhinestones.
Rhinestone cowboy.
They're like, oh, it's
just like a
Sparkle
rhinestone Sparkle Beard. Yeah,
Beard's in the house.
Yeah.
DJ be like, hey, Sparkle Beard.
How you get started?
All your buddies be calling you SB.
There we go.
Yeah.
You Sparkle Beard or son of a bitch. Which doesn't matter. One of the two. It's fine.
Sparkle buddy.
Oh, the fun of nicknames, I tell you.
Oh, man.
Beer man, yeah, you doing all right?
Like, this is
God.
guys.
Ashley says Flying Monkeys also made a beer called Juicy Ass, and people are mixing it with Sparkle Puff and calling it Sparkle Ass.
You know what? I
There you
never
go.
like either mixing that or mixing Sparkle Puff with
Is it Sparkle Ass or Ass?
Sparkle beer.
But with
Oh
a
wait, mix it with Flying Transmission.
Oh, that's
You got-
awesome.
you got
Sparkle
Sparkle-
beer. You gotta send me
Sparkle
that one.
Transmission.
All right, just a sec.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you know if it's gonna be Sparkle Ass or Ass Sparkle?
It depends on your ratio, man. You know what you mix more of. It's all good.
Welcome, Arizona Timeless. He says, "Good evening from 100-degree Arizona. That is hot.
Already?
Hey,
Yeah.
greetings from like what is it here? Like 5 degrees, 4 degrees Celsius, Ontario.
Mike,
This winter,
base, he looks like a lizard, so I guess that's hot.
this winter here in Michigan, they were like, yeah, anybody in their 20s, this is about the coldest weather that they've ever felt. It got down, I want to say negative 30 degrees where I live at.
Mm.
But the
Yeah.
crazy thing that blows my mind, it's probably going to be about 100 and something this summer. Temperature swings are
Oh
crazy.
yeah, like that's one of the funny things. Like in Ontario, it can go from like -5 at night, and then during the daytime, it's like plus 40. It's like, oh, super cold nighttime, and then here, blast you in the face with death sun during the day, kind of thing. And being a ginger, I'm not a fan of the death sun. I hate the death sun.
I hate the rain.
My mortal enemy. No, I love the rain. I'll walk around all day in the rain because
I
there's
know.
clouds and not death sun in my face.
You don't like the sun?
I'm a ginger, man. I don't like the sun. No.
As Joe would
The
say,
sun-
that's
the
on
sun-
you.
The sun burns me. Really, that's on me. I think it's on my son. That's on my parents and their genetics and shit. That's not on me. It's like, yeah, but I'm gonna turn the switch, and now I'm raw. Now I don't have to worry about the sun. Like I don't have that. I don't have that ability, man. It doesn't exist. No, like I'm like, well, Chad, the albino rhino, he's like got it worse. But I'm like on the spectrum of like people who get sunburnt really fast on the it's like albinos, maybe somebody else, then gingers are like right in there somewhere. Like the midday sun is my mortal enemy, for sure.
I'm auburn with a little white.
Yeah. Well, again, that's like, again, I grow this out, and it gives me shade for this whole part of my body, so it's helpful. It's
So
nice.
what if you go to like vacation in the tropics? You gonna have to stay inside the whole time or what?
Just sunscreen, man.
You need a lot of sunscreen.
Sunscreen and like going deep underwater for most of the day, kind of thing. It's like, I don't know if you hear a sound right now, it's my dryer telling me it's done. It sings a song. I hate it.
It sings a song.
It does. It's like do 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 do. It's so dumb.
I mean, you better get Sparkle Beard on it to fix it.
I looked into it. You can't change the tone of it at all. It has the one stupid tone. And my beard is not prehensile. I can't grab things with it and fix things. It doesn't work that like that. Yeah, that would be fucking awesome, though.
That's your new nickname there.
Sparkle beard.
I'm down. I like it. I don't hate it.
You will.
I don't know.
Eclipse liked the Sparkle ass. That was pretty funny. Raiden is drinking a Waldo's right on your parade. He's got the Waldo's that he picked up, so he's drinking that now from Lagunitas.
I haven't been able to find that. It's driving me nuts.
Well, that's the whole thing. Where's Waldo? I mean, it's part of the whole
Right.
thing. Yeah, I wouldn't try. That's why I went to one store today. I didn't see it there. I'm gonna go. I got another store that might be at. I might go tomorrow.
Yeah.
I had it last year. I liked it, so they change it up each year. So I don't mind going back and getting it. Usually, I'm always buying new beers.
Richie asked, any of us hungry and thinking about food to go with the brew?
Actually, I am because I made wings earlier and I got like leftover wings in the fridge. And
Oops.
I got chicken fried
Dibs.
rice to reheat. I got delicious, amazing chicken fried rice to reheat. Oh yes.
chicken fried rice can be reheated. It can be done.
No, I found a recipe for chicken fried rice, and it's so easy to make on your own, and it's just as good, if not better, than any Chinese place I've ever had. And I made a big batch last night, so I got more to reheat.
I don't know though.
Yeah,
I
my
mean,
girl.
if every American can make it or Canadian can make it better than Chinese people, then why we still have Chinese restaurants?
I don't know.
I mean, we don't have macaroni restaurants or mashed potato restaurants.
If you guys had seen like half the fucking shit that I've seen in Chinese restaurants with my job, you would not order Chinese food ever again.
Yeah, I enjoyed
You
it.
can't throw it out on all Chinese restaurants, Reg. You
I
can't
know
just cast a wide net.
I can't, but
You're just attacking all the Chinese people.
every single
Every
one.
year.
Here.
I used to enjoy Chinese, and I still do enjoy Chinese if I ignore all the fucking shit you told me.
I have cleaned the hoods of, let's say, 20 places, and of them, I can think in my head of one place where they actually took pride and care in keeping the place like spotless. 19 other places, I walked in and I was like, why do I smell the smell of dead things decomposing in your restaurant right now? Like, what's going on? Like, yeah, like what? It's bad, man. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad.
Well, I don't know. Maybe.
What's the thing with like if I go into a restaurant, like I've done it a couple times, and if you say, "Can I see your kitchen?" Before you want to order your food, can I see your kitchen? And if I owned
a restaurant,
yeah, if I owned a restaurant, I'd be like, yes, please come. I'll let you see the kitchen right now. Look at it. Look at how nice. But a lot of places, no, you can't see the kitchen.
You don't usually let a patron back there.
And if they say
health codes,
there's no health code, and just like
health codes if they're not employee, possibly.
No, not walking in and just like looking at things, like just like stand away from the line and just a little glance. The health code does not prohibit that at all. And like, but if they're like, no, it's like, okay, how about here's your menu back? No, I'm gonna leave now because like, yeah, like you shouldn't have a problem with that as a restaurant owner and making food for people. You should take pride in your shit, and they don't.
Well, it used to be said the bathrooms would tell you about the restaurant.
Yeah.
A couple places I've seen that yes, that does affect, but most places like no, the front of house make that all spotless and everything, so nobody will know what happens behind the scenes. It's scary, man.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Anytime you eat out and you let somebody else make your food, you're putting your trust into them.
Well, like that's one of the good things about my job. Like especially like if I eat out here in North Bay, my hometown, I have seen the kitchen of 99% of these places, and I know I'm like, yeah, I'll go here for sure, or like this, but no, thank you, kind of thing. Like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, but you can have it clean and still do other stuff to the food.
True. or vice versa. You can make great food, and your hood in your kitchen can be disgusting.
Right.
Like I've seen kind of like vice versa. Like it's. But again, like if your kitchen's gross, I'm not going to try your food first off. If your kitchen's clean, I'll try it, and then make that judgment. I like it or don't like it. Maybe I'll come back, won't come back, but yeah, yeah.
Let's see here. Any other comments? Steven has said he loves a nice craft goza. Because Foamy Head had a real ale. Moved on to real ale, brewing blackberry goza. Real ale brewing.
I want to do a goza for sure. I haven't done one yet.
Ever?
I have.
Just for review.
I've put one on a taste.
Well, it's the right time for them. You'll see a lot of them out there.
Yeah, I see them. I look at them all the time, and I've never gotten into the sours so much just because they don't feel me.
Well, a good one they also do is the Dogfish Head Sea Quench Ale.
Huh,
They
nice.
they do a real good version of that one.
Right on. Yeah, I'm gonna get more into those, man, for sure. I was getting into the Mickler and the Mickler, the Gooses. I really like the Gooses. Those are really good. What's the other? 3 Pumpkin. I really like their stuff.
Did you say gooses?
Goose.
That's what I thought.
So we're still talking about
He's talking about Gozes.
Yeah, I know.
Goose.
Goose.
Yeah. Well, sometimes are you talking about Gooses, not Gozes?
Now I
Goose.
went.
Like
Yeah,
you talking about the
goose,
lambics. The
lambic.
lambics are the Gooses.
Blended lambic kind of thing.
Yeah.
We went from duck to geese.
To yin and yang, I don't know where the fuck we're at right now.
Go,
we
like
did
goes, goose, geese.
We went from duck to geese. And now
Yeah,
we're
we
gonna.
did.
So there's a new one.
So where you're out there, beer man, do you guys have like the THC beer now?
Wait, say that again.
Do you have the THC beer out there now in Oregon?
We have. Well, they have the like the hamper and stuff from
Yeah.
Belgium. I haven't seen a whole lot of them. I haven't been really
I think you cut out. You cut out on me. Anybody else?
looking for them, so I need
Yeah, I
to.
heard it too.
Yeah. Okay. You cut out on everybody there. Say again.
I really like the THC beers with the CBD or I guess the hemp in them. I guess.
Yeah.
They're really tasty to me. I don't know. The Hemperor was really good. Or the Hemperist or whatever it's called. I really like. I thought it was.
Is the Hemperor actually got THC in it though?
No,
No.
it doesn't.
I don't think so.
It's hemp. Yeah. It's more the CBD, like for like the hemp, but
like the seeds.
yeah. And the hemper, I thought it was a good beer. I did the review when it came out, I guess whenever last year or whatever. But it's actually like my I think second watch video now on the channel. But it has a love it or hate it type thing with it. Like
Yeah.
people seem to either love it or they just hate it.
Hey, have you ever heard of Umpqua? But yeah, out of Salt Lake City, Utah.
Umpqua or Unitol?
What?
Is that called?
UNITA Unitol.
I've had Unitol before.
No, it's Umpqua. It's called Umpqua.
All these words you're saying make no sense to me right now at all.
Drunk red beer. I never heard of Uniqua, but I know Unitol is like the
drunk, but that's not the thing.
Unitol's the big one I had out of Utah.
Umpqua. It's UMPQUA or something.
Okay.
They're out of Salt Lake and they're freaking amazing. Like all their beer lineup is amazing. Bit of their beers are.
I wonder how far the distribution is out to. I don't know if they get out this far.
They have a black IPA that has hemp seeds in it, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
That sounds yummy. I would like to try that.
It's very nutty, and it's very hempy. Just that very like hemp seediness, like that cannabis seed, like the roasted, like I don't know. It's just great.
Nice.
It's
Yeah, I've had some really good black IPAs.
Yeah, the only thing I've heard from you, Salt Lake City, is Uinta.
That's it. Sorry, not Umpqua.
That's what I was saying.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, I've had something from Epic too. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Epic does a good Big Bad Baptist. Epic.
Yeah, Big Bad
Yeah.
Baptist. That was fantastic.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I got one of those in the cellar too. I got a drink.
Uinta. God, I'm sorry, dude. I feel.
I wonder what the hell you were
Well,
talking about.
the name is Uintah because it's after a Native American tribe.
Yeah.
But people say Uinta, Uinta. I don't know. People
Yeah,
struggle with it. Yeah.
I had their Detour Double IPA a few years ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
They make some good beers, which is kind of funny because Utah has that 3.2 law out there on their beers, but their stuff's higher. So I don't know if they can even sell their beers in that state or not.
Well, they have a coffee company right by the Salt Lake Temple,
Mm-hmm.
and it says non-Mormons for Jesus Coffee Company.
That's funny.
Mormons, ex-Mormons for Jesus.
That's pretty funny.
It's just really, it's right across the way from the Salt Lake City Temple, and it's amazing. It's really funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. The Crooked Line Detour Double IPA Editor's Review number 636.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Fuck, that was 5 years ago. Man, time flies.
How long have you had your channel?
Time certainly flies.
My 8th anniversary is coming up on the 27th in about 6 days.
Wow, 8 years you've had that
8
channel.
years. That and Lee's like stuff like people like Lee Russell. He's been doing it longer than me. Well, he's
Yeah.
not doing it anymore. But I'm just saying, there's people out there that've been around longer than I am. But some people think I'm OG and I'm not.
Well, you've been doing it for a long time now.
I have been doing it a long time. I always saw myself as a newcomer.
You were new kids
It's
on the
weird,
block.
yeah. New kids on the block. Now the Backstreet Boys are out and everything.
That means Lee's like Ice-T OG.
Oh, he's like Fava Flav or whatever you call it. Run DMC.
Oh, I'm really new. My first uploads were this week, and this is my first live stream I've ever been on.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, you got in your first live stream a lot earlier than people that first start their channels, because a lot of times people are nervous about doing them and they don't know how to do them when they first start out. So hopefully it gets you some exposure.
I feel like I'm doing okay. I had to switch
Yeah.
a couple times.
It's just getting comfortable with it and everything. I mean,
Just drink more.
yeah.
Drink more, get your name out there.
For me, it's always been easy just because I'm used to being in front of people, and I did stuff with radio and stuff like that and everything. So people listen to me, they listen to me. I'm sorry, you're here? You're listening to me?
Yeah.
But hopefully everybody's enjoying themselves and entertained somewhat.
Eric Gilbert's heading off to bed. Have a good night, Eric.
Oh, have a good night, Eric. Yeah, I used to work tomorrow. And
I don't have to work tomorrow.
Elbow's in. I'm going to say hello to Elbow. He's in from Florida down there, and he digs the hemper as well.
Nice.
420. Very.
Do you guys got the hemper up there in Canada where you're at, Nick? Or
No, well, at least
from
here,
New Belgium. Okay.
I
You got some New Belgium beers, I thought, right?
I saw some when I went over to Lewiston to visit Joe, and I saw the Emperor there, but I didn't buy it. I kind of wish I had, because I was curious about it.
Yeah, it actually came down in price. Now, when they first came out with it, they were selling like $15, $16 for 6-packs. Here, it's like $10.99.
That's how it is here.
Yeah. I mean, they were like really up higher than they should have been, I thought, anyway, but
I'm used to $7.99.
I hate the Sierra Nevada prices.
Every day.
Sometimes I'm paying $7.99 for one fucking beer.
Well, you get the Canada Upmark for sure. I mean, they raise it on you.
We get screwed up here.
Nick gets the Nova Scotia Upmark. It's like it's more than just the
New Brunswick.
Yeah.
No, I mean we get like markup from beers we get from Ontario. Like if it's like a special release from Sawdust City or Collective Arts, it's not their basic stuff, but they're like special stuff. Like they'll mark it up to like $7 or $8. Of course, that's Canadian dollars, so it's like $4 American. So it's
so not the same. It loses something there.
Not the same. Yeah, it sounds more impressive than it is, I guess.
Yeah, Raiden said earlier, it's 4:20 for me from the time I wake up until the time I go to bed every day. Cheers.
Speaking of going to bed, I might do that.
That 100 degrees in Arizona, that was crazy.
Yeah, I have to. I don't have to work early tomorrow, but I have to work early next day. So I'm trying to kind of offset my sleep schedule a bit. So I'm actually going to be able to sleep before my work shift. So I'm going to try to go to bed at this point in time. So I bid you all adieu, and thanks so much for having me, Rod.
Yeah, thanks for jumping on, Red.
Cheers, everybody. Happy
Cheers.
420 and stuff and things.
All right.
Cheers, Redbeard.
Have a
420.
good
See
night,
you.
guys. Cheers.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, brother.
They've had a few of these for 20, but everything, like I said, it's 5% ABV, so it's not like you're getting crushed by them either.
You know, my my cousin said that my homebrew actually made him feel more messed up than anything that he's bought at the store, and that was just with one bottle. So I was wondering, like, maybe it's got something to do with the freshness of it or something. I don't know what would be different.
I mean, are you sure your ABV is 6.2?
Yeah,
Because you do, like, we get a hydrometer at the end. Did you do it twice for your finish to make sure they matched up?
yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it would be.
I mean, the freshness should have. I mean, it'll taste better because it's fresher, but
Right.
I mean, it's just, I don't know. I don't know. Your cousin, he goes down, it seems, here and there. So I don't know. What's it usually take before he goes down? What's the answer to that question?
You
Did
know,
you have before you had that one?
we
Yeah.
get down quite a bit, and then we start getting those. We'll start getting that Crown Apple out and that moonshine, and we start playing those drinking games with the shot glass and everything. It goes downhill from there.
Yeah.
I
Well, a
can
few.
get beer, but he's ready for the Crown Apple and everything by about 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock,
Yeah.
at midnight.
Well, a few weeks ago during the show, he got lit up nicely, it seems. So, sure, he was feeling it that Friday.
Yeah, he said he likes watching Beer Flow show too, so that's cool.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate that.
He said it's kind of like just having a group of friends around with you, you know, which that's part of why I like it too. So
Yeah, I try to do something different with that, kind of like a podcast, so to speak, is really the design behind that. So, just like if you were watching Rich Eisen or Dan Patrick's podcast on TV, three guys sitting there talking about the stuff taking place, making jokes, and then talking comments for everybody watching and stuff.
Yeah.
It's fun. We like doing the Thursday show. That's fun. It's a highlight of the week for sure too. And then all the people that participate, like you and everybody else out there, makes it worthwhile to sit there and do that.
Yeah, I find that these days the social aspect of it all is the funnest part. I think that's the biggest reason I keep going is because of everybody I interact with.
Totally.
Yeah.
That's totally right.
I mean, I've been doing this for 8 years, and I still have less than 1,000 subscribers. I'm not making any money at this ever. I made 2 AdSense checks, I guess, over the course of 8 years. $200. I bought a webcam, but I mean, when it comes to that, I'm just thinking like it's the funnest part is actually getting on these live chats and actually just hanging out with people, shooting the shit and laughing, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like when we do the beer type stuff, almost like a virtual bar, because people, here and everywhere else and all the shows that I've met from all over the world that, if it wasn't for that, you probably wouldn't have met them. But at the same point, it's almost, you're not there physically, but mentally you're having a conversation. You're talking like you guys are in the bar together, just hanging out, making new friends and stuff. So
it's really cool, actually.
Yeah.
Drinking with y'all.
And just thinking, all these different people that are together in it. So if you were looking for knowledge on beer or something, like I say, with Cody, him just starting how to brew and stuff like that and everything, and watching some of the other channels, just the way you can make these relationships and they can help you out as well down the line.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let me see here for any other comments. We were talking about the beer price earlier. Eric Gilbert said one of them to Brut de Flanders British champagne was $22. You look at it like CBS here is 27, like I said, so people will pay up for stuff.
Yeah.
It's a matter of how much you kind of want that thing. I think some of the stuff's definitely overrated.
Oh yeah.
Every time I go into the bottle shop, they always try to friggin' upsell me, man. Hey, try this $30 bottle of shit. I didn't. I wanted to come in here for $2.50.
Right?
Tell me,
And price isn't always indicative of a great beer either, too. I mean, usually it's higher the price, you're going to get a good beer, but you may get a shitty beer at points too. But sometimes you get a low price, you'll get a good beer. Like this morning, I went to Party Town where I did the video earlier where I shared the glasses I bought today. And while I was there shopping, because in our stores now, just about all of them have like taps. So you can buy a beer while you're shopping in the store and everything that you're drinking as you're going. And I ended up getting a Shiner. It was their Shiner S'mores Brown Ale. It was a brown ale made with marshmallow, and and chocolate, or no, marshmallow and vanilla, and it was $2.75 a pint. So it's like, sure, I'll take one of those. And it actually was a decent beer. You'd think of being a Shiner beer compared to the other craft beers, it might be a little bit lower. It was really decent. So price
Right.
doesn't always dictate the value for sure.
right.
Let's see. It's like I'm all kind of caught up on comments except for ones I missed earlier, but I tried to get back to them. If I did miss anything that anybody wants to say, please feel free to type it in there again as I'm trying to keep up to speed on it all. So, Nick, you got like family stuff to do tomorrow or anything for Easter?
It's kind of both Easter and my brother's birthday, so got something, but it's not like till later in the evening, so I don't have to be up early or anything.
Yeah. We can be back home in time for Game of Thrones.
Yeah, right. That's basically it. I've already told him I'm taking off at 9:00, going over to the buddy's place. And I got the Canadian streaming service Crave, which is the way we can watch like stream HBO, so it's live. I can watch it whenever, but I'm the only one with a subscription right now, so I got to be there.
Yeah, well, it's almost like you like to watch it then so you don't get spoiled or anything. I'm sure.
Yeah, you want to watch it the moment it comes out so that you don't get like somebody posting on Facebook, "Oh my God, this happened."
Yeah.
It's like, shut up. Because the night is dark and full of spoilers.
Yeah, I think I'm going to check out that Umbrella Academy now on Netflix that I got all my other shows out the way.
Mm-hmm.
I heard some good stuff about that show. But it took me forever to get through like Luke Cage and Daredevil and Iron Fist and all of them. I wanted to get those all watched.
Nice.
Raining on Your Parade. A few months ago, I picked up one of the Voodoo IPAs and it tasted like half IPA and half Emperor. So I took a break on New Belgium for a while, and now I don't remember seeing any New Belgium in the last month or so. I would keep you posted.
Nice.
Yeah, they got the black Voodoo in the cans here now from New Belgium. I haven't tried it yet though, but it's like a dark ale they did on the Voodoo series. I don't know if it's a black IPA or not though. But New Belgium and their sour series has been pretty damn good. And their Belgium type series, both of those.
I got one called Mr. Robot. Have you ever heard of that out of New York or something?
It's the name of the beer. It's Mr. Rope.
Mr. Robot. It's
Mr.
like
Robot.
It's like a raspberry. I haven't really looked into it much, but I got it in my fridge.
No, I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, I think that's just the name of the beer, but I don't know the brewing company that I'd have to pull it out and look at it, but
the beer is Mr. Robot.
Mr. Robot's the name of it, and I think it's got like either it's a blueberry sour or raspberry sour or some kind of sour. But I'm getting to the point where I have to blindfold myself and just go pick something out of the fridge,
Yeah.
out of the bottle shop. You know, when I go in, it's like, all right, everyone, just let me like blindfold me, and I'm gonna like pick anything because every beer I pick, it's like a 10. I'm like, no, dude, I want something that's like good. And the guy's like, well, I don't know what to say. I gotta sell this to you, so I can't say this isn't good. And it's like, well, just give me something. You know, I don't know. It's really hard. So I don't want to give 10s to everything.
Right.
But they're all so good.
I mean, if they're good though, if you're just doing it for your own personal satisfaction or taste, you can give as many 10s as you want for sure.
Right. Right. I don't know.
Um,
I mean, some make you go, what? Like, nah, this is hell no. It's some of them just make you do that.
right.
Some of the ones that I picked lately are just like, wow, this is good. But anyway.
So you like to try to rate on a 10-point scale for the beers you like?
Yeah, I've been going off of the BJCP kind of standards, like how they judge and stuff. That's right? BJCP.
BGACP, you're right.
Yeah, they like how they like. I even switched it around. Like on my tastings, I went into the smell immediately, and then I went to the look, and then
Right.
because that's how they look at it. They're like, okay, if we open it, the aroma is gonna immediately be dominant. So let's smell that son of a bitch. So we got that smelled, right? And then we
Right.
so I immediately notate the head first. I smell it, and then I look at it, and then I kind of analyze what I'm tasting and everything else. I don't know. It's become kind of my thing, I guess. I don't know. Maybe people will follow. I don't know.
Well, that's definitely the right procedure on how they would actually go through and do it because of the aroma that would fade. So, and usually when you do the aroma, you do like technically they try to say you do like 3 short sniffs or 1 long sniff to
Right,
get the aroma feel.
right. They said taste was 35% of the score.
Right.
And then you got your smell is what, 25%, I think, and then the look and feel of it is 15.
Right.
Have body and mouth feel and everything else. So that kind of adds to that score. So I try to base it off of. I thought about going to a 5-point scale just to kind of make it smaller,
Mm-hmm.
but some of these beers are so so big that I can't bring it to a 5. Like it has to I don't know, like that. Even more Jesus that I had last night that I did was amazing. Like,
Yeah.
but 12%, it was freaking viscous as hell, and it killed me. I couldn't drink it. I was like, honey, can you finish this for me? No, I can't. So we're gonna use it for putting in our meat or like feeding
Right.
our marinade. It's just too much. But have you had that?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's never too much for me, but I mean it depends on your palate. It depends how much you want to take in on it. It is sweet. If you don't want to, it's like one of those beers you want to drink it. You don't have to drink it quickly, but you don't want it like to sit there for a long period of time either because of that sweetness, the way it gets tangled up in the beer. But
Right.
yeah, I like that one. There's another one they have too. It's the Sweet Baby Jesus, and they have the another one that's a variant.
Huh.
Yeah, but DeClaw's the one that also
The
they
Claw?
make that, but they make the unicorn farts beer. And that's one, we were teasing earlier about red beer, but that is one that has sparkle in it. I do want to try it, not for the sparkle, but just because it's supposed to taste like Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, now?
And
That
who doesn't like Fruity Pebbles?
sounds good. I like that.
So, but yeah, the one place I went to today, they had Sweet Baby Jesus, and they had another one, but they didn't have the unicorn fart. So,
I didn't know they had Jesus.
Yeah, we actually in Ohio we have a place called Jungle Gyms. It's like one of the top 5 rated places in the country to buy beer.
Wow.
So they get beer from all over. That's like I did a video on them a while
Heard of
back
that.
too, and like people were amazed how large this place was.
I've heard of that place only because of Google searches, because there's a local restaurant chain here called Jungle Gyms. Every
Mhm.
time I look it up on Google, I find your fucking beer store.
It's huge. Yeah. I mean, it's literally an adult playground for adults that love beer. I mean,
I'd rather
Is
go there.
Is that the live you did, Rod, of the park, and like did a video of all the beers there? Was that big?
that
huge-
was Jungle Gyms, I think. Yeah, when I was doing it in different parts, when I was in there with the glassware and the different rows, they had yeah, that was Jungle Gyms in that video.
That was freaking amazing. And
Yeah, I've had friends that said they would get locked in there for the night if they could.
wives, you have a wife, girlfriend, whatever, they'd be gone.
Yeah.
She drinks beer with me, but yeah, she'd be gone.
Yeah, it's an awesome beer store for sure. And they also do cigars, but they also have like international food from around the world. So
Wow.
a lot of people that like to get some of the more tropical type fruits that you don't see like at a Kroger, they would have there, or different like they have like one aisle that is just all international hot sauce from around the world.
Oh man,
Like one aisle is just hot sauce.
that's
Man.
great.
That
It's like pick your poison, see which one of these can burn your colon the best, you know. But it's a cool spot. I mean, it's a huge place. They have 2 locations here. One like in our northern part of Cincinnati, one in our eastern part of Cincinnati. And the one I went to, believe it or not, was the eastern one, and that is the smaller one of the 2.
Oh wow, that thing was huge.
Yeah, but it's they carry some great beers from around the country, which makes it nice, and internationally as well.
Yeah, that's good. That place. I found another. Like I love searching for beers. Like down in Cannon Beach, Oregon, they had the place that had all like Belgians and stuff, and they were hardcore into Belgians. I was like, oh my god, I haven't seen these ever. And I put them on Facebook, and it was like, oh, that's a good one. How'd you find that? How'd you find that? It's like, I don't know. It was fucking there. And then you go up to the coast up this way, and it's like all IPAs, double IPAs, triple IPAs, freaking hazy IPAs. You're just like, oh my god. So it's really cool to like go to different bottle shops and find different things. And
Yeah.
all these bottle shops as you go, you know, it's really amazing. It makes me want to have a bottle shop. I would love to have one.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like the idea. I like having I would love to have a brew pub, some scenario, kind of a brew in a home brew shop where people can come in and get grains and all their stuff to make their beer. And I don't know. I gotta have music though, you know. No one around here has music. No one has live music. It's all country music and weird shit.
You don't have you don't have music at the breweries, you mean?
Even there, like they have like bluegrass on Sundays, and it's like, you know, come on, man. I like bluegrass on head, but come on, you gotta have some hip hop or rap or some kind of crazy like rock and roll, or I don't know, something. Just
Yeah.
Well, I lived in Boone, North Carolina for a while, and that place was just amazing, like hardcore college town.
Mhm.
Here, you know, bars on every corner, freaking music everywhere, hippies everywhere. It was fun. I want that. I want that atmosphere. I want to be able to be able to do that kind of thing again. But I don't know. I miss it.
Yeah. Yeah, we got some of our breweries, they do like live shows where bands and stuff come in, but yeah, they have all different types of things happening there. So
It's exciting.
yeah.
It brings people in, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, having a brew pub would be kind of cool. I always thought like I wouldn't mind having a bar at some point, you know. But then I watch Bar Rescue all the time. I'm like, man, that could be a pain in the ass on some of the stuff you have to do for him. But I love watching Bar Rescue. I just love how he does stuff. I love when people argue back with him, and it's like, who called who? Who's the one running out of money? You know, like they go. He doesn't really know anything. I know more than he does. I was like, oh, that's why your business is losing.
Right.
Shut it the fuck down.
Yeah. Key John Tafferline. Yeah.
Right. I wanted to get away from government taxes and this, that. I was thinking at first when I started brewing, I was like, I want to open a brewery. Ha ha ha. But then I was like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be the government, all this stuff. So home brewing became kind of my idea and show thing. Like I started tastings.
Yeah.
And like I want to do tours now, around the area and take people to different breweries and stuff. It'd be really fun.
Yeah. No, that'd be awesome. We actually have hey, Eric's in the house. What's up, dog?
Eric.
Right on.
We have a couple companies here to do like bus tours and stuff to the breweries, which is pretty cool. So when people
Nice.
come in town, you can get a tour, and they take you like three different breweries for each trip. But and the beer's included when you get there and stuff too. And they can't let you leave the breweries with their beer, so you can actually bring your own beer and have coolers on the bus. You can just drink it along while you're driving out to the breweries.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
Sounds fun though. That'd be so fun. Oh my God.
Yeah. What's going on, Eric? How you feeling, sir?
What up, players? That's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling like, what up, players?
Why do I have Parkinson's on my camera right now? My camera's been screwing up like for a while. Let me switch it over.
Oh yeah, you're like doing one of these things.
Yeah. Got a Twitch going, like a mad Twitch.
There you go. What's up, brothers? What's up?
Chilling. What are you drinking?
I had about 6 or 7 Miller Lights, and I'm into the Dankwood from Founders.
I was gonna say, when are you gonna start drinking? So now you are.
This right here, brothers. This right here. This.
Nice. I was told him I had that Shiner I told you guys about earlier this morning. It was pretty decent.
Yeah. Shiner.
Don't shun me for drinking Miller Lite, guys. Okay.
No, you can drink Miller Lite. I mean, Nick's done a show on Mick Ultra.
Michelob Ultra sucked. Like, most of the Miller stuff I've had haven't been that bad. I think like Miller Genuine Draft got one of the best reviews on Beer Analysis 101 when we did it.
Yeah,
I got some. Oh, go ahead.
What?
I like some Miller Genuine Draft. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, and Eric, this is Cody Stark, by the way.
Oh, what's going on, Cody? What's going on, brother?
Finally here.
Hey, I got some OE 800 for Malt Liquor Monday.
Oh yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Look at people like, oh my god.
You know, it could be worse. That's the beer. That's the beer that's like, it could be worse. You know, it's malt liquor, but it could be worse.
It could be worse. Yeah, it could be worse. It could be Steel Reserve 211.
Yeah.
Daddy or some shit.
And then for those of you,
wait, hold on. Daddy ain't bad. Okay, it's a Steel Reserve 211. That's the lowest of the low.
That's pretty bad, yeah. Well, Four Loko is pretty bad though too. So
yeah, I'll drink Four Loko. I don't give a beep.
Well, you're a bigger man than Todd because Todd couldn't finish his.
I know he couldn't.
Fortunately, Cousin's a bigger man than me because he can finish 3 Four Locos. I can't even get through half one.
Yeah.
I can get through one, and that's about it. Only one.
Check this out. Here's some hot garbage you can get at Quebec in Canada. Labatt Blue Dry 10.1.
Oh my.
10.1.
10.1 Labatt.
Send that shit to me. I'll drink it.
Sure. Next time I'm up in a Quebec gas station, I'll see if I can find one.
Yeah. Can I send this to Michigan? Yes. It's going to be $150.
Eric, meet you at the border. Throw it over the fence.
There you go.
Scott put it.
But for those watching, if you don't know Eric. Eric, a Lions fan, beer reviews, Detroit sports news, all kinds of stuff. So you can talk about your channel, Eric, what you do there, in case people they don't know.
Yeah, talk about Detroit Tigers, Detroit Lions, a little bit of Red Wings, just a very little bit of Red Wings, and a little bit of Pistons, even though they lost tonight and got blown out in Little Caesars Arena. But I talk about those things. I talk about beer. I talk about malt liquor. I talk about American Adjunct lagers and craft beer. So check my channel out.
Nice.
Holy shit! I can't believe I'm actually subscribing to your channel now.
You subscribed to Eric's channel before?
Oh, I thought you were already subscribed. I'm sorry, dude.
And then you said it out loud.
Yeah, you said it out loud, brother. You said it out loud.
I've had more than just Miller Lite tonight.
So wait a minute. What have you had? What have
I had? Well, I had a Trailway Voyager, which is brewed in Brunswick. It's a double IPA, 8% ABV.
Kind of like a Star Trek reference.
Nice.
Yeah, well, it's brewed with Galaxy hops, so they're kind of going for the Voyager probe kind of, or either that or Star Trek
or Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest.
All right. So what was the next beer after the Voyager?
Oh shit! What was the one I had before it?
Throwing cans all over the house.
I'm throwing cans all over. I don't remember the one I had before it. I know where I can find it. I get the picture on my phone. My camera.
Beer drinking's all about
damn thing won't turn on.
Skip over the porn channel you were on.
I had that the green bastard from fucking Trailer Park Boys. And
that's right.
Now I'm drinking a beach chair lager
from the Trailer Park Boys. Okay.
Yeah. Now I'm drinking a beach chair lager out of PEI, the province of Prince Edward Island.
Nice.
Mixing it up nicely.
Hey guys, I got lit. I have had a great time chatting with you guys. My wife's on.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Beer Man, and make sure you guys check out Beer Man's channel too. I'm telling you, highly entertaining videos.
Thank you so much.
All right, we'll catch up with you.
All right. See you, buddy.
See you.
Have a good night, man.
So, Cody, when are we going to get a little bit of a malt liquor going here, buddy?
Actually, I'm not too far off right now. I got about a 6
here.
Beer Man struggling a lot.
I know. It's like, damn it, this won't go off.
Here. I don't know how to get out of here.
I think there he goes.
I don't know how to get out of here.
Oh, good guy. But go ahead, Cody.
I've actually got about a 6% cream ale fermenting right now, so I'm not too far off the beaten path as far as malt liquor goes right now.
Nice. Well, you said it's a cream ale?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw the Genesee cream ale today, and it was like 30-pack, $15.99. And then I was like, look at anything cheaper than that. Like, there was like a 12-pack for like $10.99 or something. I was like, what about just one? I mean, why would you want to go in that deep on something you don't even know anything about if it's going to be good or not? I know the reputation of it is a good beer, but do I need like 30 or 12 in the house?
We've got I can get a tall boy of Genesee cream ale up at Kroger's.
Oh, really?
$1.50 to
Yeah, we can get the Genesee Ice at our Kroger.
I can get a dirty 30 of the cream ale.
It's a dirty 30.
A dirty 30.
30 ounce.
I see that. I'm like, should I really? I looked at it and I said, should I really get that? And I'm like, no, I'm good. Maybe send 25 to Joe and leave me 5.
Yeah. And then I tried to see, actually, because of that, we talked about the Natter Day thing this past week. And the only thing you could buy it is like a 30-pack or a 12-pack.
I haven't seen the Natter Days here yet.
On that.
What'd you say, Cody?
seems like a big investment for me.
Yeah, for that, yeah. Nice, Stephen Equus Bruin. Say good night, guys. Really enjoyed the live. Thank you for being here, brother, and good stuff on the beers. I got the other one I'll probably drink tomorrow as well. The haze.
Cody, can you get the Nanner Days in your area? Because I haven't seen it here down by
Yeah.
Lansing.
So funny story. My cousin and I, we were drinking over at my house, and we were like, "Oh man, we ran out of beer," so we ran up to the party store. We saw the Nander Days up there, and I was like, "No fucking way! This box has flamencos on it." But
Yeah, it's fun.
5-minute walk from my
So
house.
so did you at least try it?
Not yet. I'm thinking about it though. I think I might. I'm gonna have to.
All right. If I see it in my area, you're gonna see a video of it. You're gonna see a
Yeah,
video.
if I can get it as individual, or even if it was like a tall can, I get it. But if it's on draft, I may try it as well.
Actually, today I went to a beer store and I see Jenny Light in a 24-ounce single can,
Oh wow.
Mm,
and I didn't get it.
yeah, I don't think I've never seen Jenny Light.
I've never seen Jenny Light either until I seen a 24-ounce can. I'm like, should I get that? And I'm like, no, I'll pass on that.
I did see the new Past Blue Ribbon, low calorie, like no alcohol beer or whatever, low alcohol beer. It's
I've seen that.
Past Blue Easy or something.
Yeah, I've seen that here too.
Like, nah, don't want that one.
Yeah, I've seen videos of Genesee Brewing Company. They do some other ones out at like I think some brown ales, if I'm not mistaken.
I like their Bach.
They do a Bach, I know.
Yeah, I like their Bach. I do like their Bach.
I think we're talking with Joe. They got like a full suite of stuff, though.
Speaking of talking with Joe, where is he lately?
Yeah.
Oh, he said he was going to try to be here today. But I posted a thing in our group earlier, but I haven't heard from him all day long. So it's Easter weekend. Something may come up. You never know.
Yeah, he might be with family.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's been kind of sporadic in the last few months. He must be like busy with work and shit.
He's been a sniper.
Yeah. Other half sniper business was up. Yeah. But he's I think that his hours and stuff been kind of back and forth or whatever.
Now, Nick, are you in Canada?
Yeah, I'm in East Coast Canada, New Brunswick, Canada.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
How far are you from Joe, Nick? Like from East Brunswick? You drove to Joe's place, or?
I've driven to Chad's place, like in Niagara Falls, but it's like 20 hours of driving.
Oh, is it really that far? Okay.
Yeah, it's like shit. It's 12 hours, I think, from here to get to like Montreal or Ottawa. And the only time I've actually driven to Chad's, usually I fly up, but the only time I've driven to Chad's, I met with Guy up in like 12-hour drive, met with Guy, drove another 8 hours to get down to Chad's place. So usually it's like a 2-hour flight, so I'll usually fly in these days.
Oh, with that kind of drive for sure, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. No, Joe's nowhere near me.
Yeah. Well, I knew he's right there with Chris and Chad and Greg across pretty much.
Yeah, he's literally right over the border from those guys.
Let's see here. Raina says, I hear now they have a PBR extra in a black can at 6.5 ABV, and they do. We were talking about that some last week, and I actually saw that beer today as well. And the Earth says, cheers, guys. Cheers, Earth.
Earth, I'm good. I have some beers for you that I'm going to send to you, but I'm going to get your address from one of the 4 guys that's here in the Beer Flow show. So
his address
be expecting a package.
His address must be easy to figure out because it's just like Earth.
Didn't know there's a P.O. box.
There's no P.O. box. It's just put Earth on the.
Earth. All I'm
The
saying
name,
is,
address, and location is Earth.
all I'm saying is, Earth, expect a package from me because I got some beers coming your way.
So you guys got this Pabst Blue Ribbon Black. Is it anything like the 5.9?
Ours is what did I see it as? 6.5.
Yeah, the black is 6. I haven't tried it. I mean,
Okay.
I haven't seen it. I mean,
Now I have it. It's like a malt liquor ice beer kind of taste.
Probably like this 5.9. I don't recall this 5.9 being very good.
Does it taste like a malt liquor or an ice beer?
Probably close to the ice
Or a
beer side.
traditional malt liquor, I guess I should say.
You know what? I really don't remember. It's one
yeah,
of those beers.
I
It's
think
just so fucking forgettable.
I think Nick blacked out is what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
Perhaps, maybe, yeah.
I've had so many beers since I don't remember.
But
All I know is I
believe me,
remember not liking it.
If you had the 6.5%, you'd be like, yeah, it tastes like a malt liquor or an ice beer.
Yeah.
I should probably jump off here, guys. I gotta be up pretty early. Easter Bunny's making a stop at the house in the morning.
All right, Cody. Yeah, it was great to have you on. Enjoy Easter tomorrow with the family.
Thanks for inviting me. Love
Yeah.
Cody, let's get together sometime. All right.
Yeah, it sounds good, man.
All right.
Good seeing.
All right,
Have a
Cody.
good
Have a
night,
good one.
All right. See you, Cody.
Nice
Take it
meeting you,
easy.
Cody.
Nice meeting you guys. Thank you.
Yep.
I was like, Earthy, you want me to send you a link? I can. So,
So you got any beer news, Rod, or anything like that for this this weekend, or?
we didn't really talk any beer news. I mean, the only thing we talked about, just think of a Frambo's orange there.
St. Ambrose Tangerine IPA.
St. Ambrose, yeah. We talked. I mentioned a guy that went on that all beer diet for Lent, lost 43 pounds.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, all he drank was 2. He's actually, I didn't realize, but he's one of our marketing people at our local brewery here at 50 West, where I sent you the whiteout.
Yeah, I haven't had that yet. I haven't had. That Listerman was okay, but I'm like, it's a little on the light side.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've seen. I seen.
Yeah,
the
I
comment.
saw it earlier. The Brew Force.
Yeah.
They had a great looking can though. I like the artwork.
Oh yeah, so did I. I like the artwork too. It was just a little too light for me. I wish it had a little bit more body.
Yeah, had a good feel though as an IPA, but yeah, it was a lower body one.
Is there still people watching?
How many?
There's 5 people watching.
Oh.
You're ringing in parades and comments, though.
Yeah. So you asked about the PBR Black.
Oh, okay. So that's how the conversation started.
Yeah,
See, that's how with it I am.
Yeah.
With the PBR Black, apparently mine is the first video on that, which I looked it up and I'm like, really? Nobody's done this yet? I'm like, okay, I'll put the first video out there.
Eric the
things with
trendsetter.
with those big name macro beers, and when they first come out, if you're like the first reviewer to post a video, usually you get the hits for it. Like that's the one that comes in the search results.
Did you upload it already? Eric disappeared.
Well, I guess we can't fucking ask him. Probably clicked the wrong button trying to go to. He must have. He probably went to click something so he could see how many views he had. So did you find out? Did you find out how many views you had on the video?
Well, I'm about ready to do that right now. It's like, oh shit!
When did
you click the wrong button?
When did you upload it, Eric? Today?
No, it's been a couple of weeks ago. I'm about ready to take a look at it here.
For the X-ray?
Pabst Blue. Oh, God.
Just Pabst Blue.
If I can even spell right.
It's BLUE.
Yeah, I know. EXTR.
Not BLEW.
172 views 3 weeks ago.
And this is the Pabst Extra you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll put the link in the
Yeah, I see it.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
But
Share.
It's a nice frame in there, Eric.
I'm a little intoxicated.
We all are.
I put the link in the chat, so if you guys want to put it in the or in our little chat here, but if you guys want to put it,
you could have put it in there.
yeah, I stuck it out there. So if you guys want to put it out in the YouTube chat there, have other people click on it, go for it.
See if that works. I've been able to post links in Rod's chat so far. I'm not even a moderator.
I think
Oh, it's
Rod
just a
can.
link. I've been approving your things for the links.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then.
Yeah.
They were up to 7 watch.
There is 179 views on it. I'm surprised by how many views it's got so far.
Well, people are interested to see how they do, I'm sure. And Paps does have a base behind them that people do like enjoying Paps, you know.
Now, in that video, I mentioned the lawsuit against Pabst and Miller, and Sophie King 77 says the lawsuit is over. Miller Coolers and Pabst reached an agreement of which details have not really been divulged yet to extend the contract for an unspecified amount of time. Pabst issued a press release afterwards that made it sound as if Miller will continue brewing the product for many years to come. Most likely, Pabst agreed to pay Miller Coolers more money, which will, of course, at some point be passed down to the consumer.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
They probably wanted to milk more money because, I mean, really, Pabst has backed themselves into a corner when it comes to producing their beer because now they're basically a huge contract brewer name.
Yeah.
They don't have their own brewery anymore, so they're completely relying on somebody else making it for them. Which I'm not sure, is that really the smartest idea or not? Who knows?
I mean, go ahead, Nick. I'm sorry.
Well, I was just going to say, eventually, I think Pabst is just going to get bought out by one of the bigger brands.
Well, technically, if Miller is kind of pushing Pabst out, maybe they should consume PBR or Pabst and just kind of maybe just put it under the Miller brand. And if it doesn't do well, just kind of discontinue it.
Right. I'd hate to see them. I don't think they'd be discontinued, but it'd probably just be boiled right down to just the basic Pabst Blue Ribbon. That's it.
Yeah, just the PBR beer. Yeah,
as long as it sells.
Not the extra, not the non-alcoholic, not the easy, just the PBR.
Yeah. Like I had a chance to try. Like I bought a can of the Pabst Blue Ribbon 5.9 that I was shown, and it's in like a blue can. You can get it in Quebec, and it's horrible. Like Pabst Blue Ribbon with the standard lager is not a bad lager, but like the extra stuff, no, forget it.
Yeah, I really do think the 6.5 is trying to get into the malt liquor area a little bit because I've had it, and what as I remember it and doing a review on it, I thought it was like an ice beer or a malt liquor kind of thing, and I was like, man, are they trying to dip their toes into that? Because if they are, they might already be too late to the game.
There's so many brands out there already doing that.
Yeah,
they're trying to break into that market, and who knows? They're a big enough brand name they could probably poke into it a little bit and get some sales.
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, when you see that on the shelf next to like Colt 45 or like Natty Natural Light or whatever, I don't know what all the brands you Americans have. I imagine when it's sitting on the shelf next to all those, you're like, huh.
Well, we have St. Ides, we have Magnum, we have Hurricane, we have Nandy Daddy. Then we got the ice beers of Miller. Miller doesn't have one. Bud Ice, Natural Ice.
Didn't Miller have Miller?
All those.
Didn't Miller have Miller Fortune for a while?
Well, yeah,
Fortune
that's on here now.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Platinum is still being made by Bud Light.
Wow, Bud Light Platinum.
Yeah,
had that once years ago.
Which that's like what,
$8.10
$200 a
can.
bottle or something.
That cool bottle.
Yeah, the blue bottles. Pretty
They were
nice.
trying to sell it like as a nightclub type beer when it first came out, like
Yeah.
the marketing behind it. 6% ABV.
Mhm.
Those,
What
like,
the weird thing is, I hear of all these strange malt liquors and ice beers and shit you guys get in the States, and they're all cheap. And I kind of, even though they're really the bottom of the barrel when it comes to beer, I wouldn't mind getting them here just to try them.
right.
It's kind of weird in that way. It's like, I'm still curious, and I don't know why.
It's the not knowing, probably.
Yeah, right. How bad is this crap? I don't get that here. The worst crap that I get here is like Colt 45, the Canadian version. So,
Well,
Is it
and go ahead, Rod.
I would say, is it really that different from the American version?
well, what's Colt 45 in the States? Like, what's the percentage?
What's a 5.9, Rod?
Really?
Let's take a look here. I haven't had Colt 45 since high school.
Yeah, the paper bag shit.
Yeah.
We get it in a can here now. Wow.
It's
It's
bottle
8% here.
Well, it says Colt 45 is 5.6. I have here. You get a special Colt 45? Oh, wait a minute. So it's, you know what? You said yours is what, 8.5?
Ours is 8.0.
Well, they have one.
It's brewed by a different brewery. Like, it's not. Who brews it in the States? You know? Or is it actually still Colt?
Pabst Brewing Company.
Pabst Brews. Yeah, okay, yeah, I thought it was.
But they got like an 8.5 in Montana.
Oh, probably the double.
It's a double malt version.
Oh, there you go. So yeah, the Canadian version is 8.0, and it's brewed by, I believe, Stroh, which is the
Alex
it's still part of Pabst, but it's like they contract brew on Sleeman, the Sleeman's brewery stuff in Guelph, Ontario.
Yeah.
So it's different part of the company, different brew, different. I'm assuming at 8.0%, it's definitely a different recipe. Gotta be.
Yeah, Rainen says the Pabst Old Tankard Ale was cool and fun, but disappeared fast. Yeah, they brought it back at a time to test it out because it was an ale. And the whole thing behind it was it used to be a popular ale until America switched over more to the lager front and became cheaper for some of the breweries that were doing lagers, from what I remember. But anyway, I never did get the Old Tankard, but everybody I've talked to seemed to like it.
I can still get Old Tankard Ale.
You can still?
Really?
Yep.
I'll have to look this up.
It's like fucking 3 years old, but I can still get it.
No.
So it has been discontinued.
Yeah, I think it came out that 1 year.
Yeah.
And even at one of my places, they had the cases for $12.99.
That's neat. Old Tankard.
But who needs 24 old tankards in the house? Yeah, so I went to my other place where I got the glasses in the video I showed this morning, and I picked up this beer. I was going through a couple of the aisles, and it was like a 6-pack was only having like 4 beers on it, and like a 4-pack was like only 3 beers. And in front of I asked the lady I knew there, it's like, are you guys able to pour your own beers off the packaging and buy them individually? She's like, oh, yeah, kind of, but usually it happens here and there. We'll usually do anything we can, and it'll be just that price or whatever. And I was like, I was curious because I saw all these like not full. They're like, yeah, they're not supposed to pull them off there like that. We have to stack them out individually if they do. But she's like, yeah, if you ever look at stuff you want to try, just pull one off of it. We'll do it individually. I was like, well, that's good to know.
So you don't have to buy the whole thing anymore.
No, because that's the one thing with Jungle Gyms. They have a lot of good stuff individually, but it's other stuff. If they do the same thing, that's actually good, and it saves me from driving across town.
Doesn't is it Jungle Gyms that has? There's some breweries that don't they have like a beer of their own, like it's their own brand.
Not at Jungle Gyms, they don't, but there are some places that do, like restaurants and stuff.
Okay.
I've never seen any at Jungle Gym for like, and if it was, it would be just contract brewed under somebody else, of course. But
Well, yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
I thought they had their own beer brand that you can only get there. Maybe I'm thinking Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's has lines from a few different brewers for sure. And it'll say like Trader Joe's Lager or something like that on it, and it'll be a different brewery. But that was my only exposure ever to Mint House, which is when I found out Dan didn't like him as much from his history with them.
I've never had a Mint House, but I don't think I really want to.
It seems it's definitely a brewery to stay away from, in my opinion. But yeah. I think you guys got on later, but we've been going since just after 9, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up for end up going to 4-hour stream, which
Yeah, it's a pretty good stream though.
I don't know if we had a 4-hour stream before. Yeah, I appreciate you guys coming on here and all the people that were to chat and stuff, and hopefully pick up some new subscribers for you guys as well, and everybody else, and everybody's kind of networked in there. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this shut down.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, thanks for the hangout, Rod.
Hey,
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
Eric,
Thank
since you're here, if you want to
Do my PSA
do your PSA.
if I can do it. Goodness. All right, guys. If you had too much drink, please get a designated driver. You guys should know my swivel off. Now I'm gonna say it one more time, guys. If you drive home drunk, please do not do it. Get an Uber, a taxi, a Lyft. Have somebody at the bar give you a ride. Because if you do, you're gonna get pulled over by the cops. Do the stupid ass sobriety test. They get a free ride to jail, the court fees, and possible prison time. And if you, what are you laughing at me for, Nick? I see it right here, buddy.
No, I'm just saying this is actually good shit to actually put it in a review.
If you hit or kill somebody, you guys know you're going to be a slammer for a while. And if you kill yourself, all you've done is hurt yourself and put your family, or put yourself safe and hurt your family and friends, all right? Just sleep off your butts, get your car the next day.
There you go.
There you go.
That's how we care. So
Even though I'm a little derailed, blah, 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 blah.
And Eric linked lifts for Uber, so I can't think of the other one. I've never used the other one. I've only used Uber. So
I always use Lyft, always, because it's the cheaper of the two.
oh, is it really?
Well, when I go, I have the Uber and the Lyft app, and I go, which one I'm going to use? I'm going to use the cheaper of the two, and it's usually Lyft.
So I do have a discount code, or I used to have one at least I could get to you. It was like if you used Rod J BeerVentures on before, to give you a discount on there.
Oh, wow.
I will have to use that next time when I'm on Lyft.
Well, it's been a couple years, so I don't know if it still works. You can always try.
I'll try it. Though.
We'll
Next
give
time
like
I'm gonna try it.
a discount code to use Uber or Lyft. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it saved like 20% off or something on your ride or something.
Well, actually, when I was in Chicago and I went to what was it, Lagunitas, I took Lyft from my hotel to Lagunitas and back.
Yeah. How far was that for you?
About, I want to say about 7 miles. Maybe.
So you weren't too far from downtown then.
No.
Okay.
I was at 1 block from Midway. So
I wish I had told you to get over to Miller's Pub because they got some good food and beer there.
you should have told me that, man. I would have been like, hell yeah.
Yeah. But I know you were saying you were staying near downtown before, but then you said like you were going to Lagunitas, and I was thinking when I was there, I Uber from the hotel downtown to Lagunitas. It was only like 6 or 7 miles as well. So
Yeah. But I did not make it to Goose Island. I did not make it there.
Oh.
Aww.
Well, that's the other was like Revolutions would be pretty good too, and some other breweries
Yeah.
to have.
Well, one of my cousins said, "Why did you go to Revolution?" I'm like, I didn't think about that.
But we're going to wrap it up. Thanks everybody that watched, and hopefully, like I said, y'all connected and enjoyed yourselves. Foamy Head said I should go 4 hours and 20 minutes.
By the way, Foamy Head,
4
thanks
hours and 20 minutes. Holy shit!
By the way, Foamy Head, thanks for the sub. I just wanted to say that out there. And anybody else who's still watching, thanks for the sub. I got some more reviews coming up this week. Yay, actual content going up.
Yeah, you've been mostly doing the live stuff. For
I've been mostly doing the live stuff the last little while, but I just scheduled a bunch of reviews to go up this week. And I see the Beer Patrol's actually in the chat.
Oh, look who's
Holy crap!
coming in
I'm
the
old.
back
Fell asleep
now.
watching the hockey game. Missed the
Of
entire
course,
stream.
Joe comes right at the very
Right,
end.
of course he
Joe.
does.
That's what she said.
I was gonna say my I uploaded some video review tonight. I can't remember which one it was.
Yeah.
Oh, it
Tomorrow,
was the Breeders' Cup review, and then I've got 2 tomorrow, 1 tomorrow, 1 Sunday right now. Well, one's tomorrow Sunday. So, but next week I'm trying to get the Ellison ones up there that you sent me, Eric.
yeah, did you like those, Rod?
You'll see. You'll see.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just scheduled all of my reviews from the beer fest I went to last weekend all the way up until my 8th anniversary on Beer 2, which comes up on the 28th of April.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got
Nice.
so I got a whole bunch of shit coming up here.
Nice.
Anyway, Joe will be happy that I'm actually putting content up.
Yeah, I've got like 55 videos in backlog right now.
But before I go, guys, I will have if you guys are subscribed to me, I will have a weekend ramble coming up on Sunday for Easter Sunday. If you guys are interested in that, come on over to Eric Lions Fan. I will have a video coming up probably around 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. I'll do a live stream so you guys can see that. So I'll turn it over to Ron to
Your ramble's not going to be about like why it took Jesus so long, right? Why'd you need the 3 days, man?
I know, man. I know.
Really? Sunday? What the fuck?
You know, I get quite a bit of views on the weekend ramble. It's just kind of something I do every kind of 2 or 3 weeks, and it gets quite a bit of views.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Not like 100 views or anything, but like 50 or something, 25, 50, right around there.
It's all good.
But I'm going to shop and turn it over to Rod. So.
All right, everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and shut it down. Thanks again for everybody that tuned in. And I guess reviews tomorrow. I actually might game some more tomorrow as well. I've been having some fun doing that. And some of you definitely have liked the gaming streams I see. So I may switch it up and try something different tomorrow. But outside of that, look forward to catching you guys there next Thursday. Back to the Beer Flow show. And again, if you're new to the channel, reviews are usually going up Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, 9 o'clock. Sometimes during the week, if I get some extra stuff I can get to throw up there as well, I will, which I have a lot of extra stuff. It's just the time for it. So keep viewing the channel. Appreciate you. Remember, hit that like button if you like what you saw and comment what you've done great tonight and subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And God bless you if you're still here. So
Love you, man.
Yeah. Look forward to catching you guys next time. Keep drinking those good craft beers. Remember, there's always time to get your beer on. Cheers.
Like a Monday, fool!